buddy, we are live. Yo, we are live. You already know. It's Dicelis Oceano. Welcome to the live here on TikTok. If you're listening to the recorded version of this, welcome to my other platforms, whether this audio is on my podcast, which is Mighty Brain Podcast, or you're probably listening to this on the YouTube or Rumble. But I am so much in gratitude for everybody to be listening to this thus far. Shout out to everybody. Man, it's been so long. It's been so long. Let me go here and share this live right now. Dun dun dun. Uh, messing up my audio. What up, D? Man, it's been so long, man. My whole intention of this live, man, is to bring so much more awareness. Check in on people's mental score is what I would call it, the mental score. Right now, y'all know I got to jump it off with the first session of it. It's an open vent session. You know what I'm saying? Getting it off your chest because, so many people, so many beings, so many souls got so much on their mind and on their hearts and stuff, and they can't even let it out. But, I'm going to give some souls some opportunity to let it out here, man. Y'all can come up too, if you want to come up on the panel too as well. I just want to say this disclaimer though. This audio might be on YouTube and audio. So if you don't want to be on the panel and if you don't want to show up like on here and don't want your voice anywhere else, do not get up on the panel. Like, please don't, because I use my TikTok lives recordings for all over the platforms of like YouTube and Rumble, and also, my actual podcast called Mighty Brain. So I use these for also episodes and stuff like that. So if you don't want to be in the episode, then don't come up on the panel. I'm just being for real. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can hear me, let me know. Can y'all hear me? It's fine time to even say it, huh? If y'all can hear me, go ahead, put it in the chat box, say I can hear you. And also I want to just say shout out to anybody that's listening to this audio right now on my podcast, Mighty Brain. as well. You know, I do these soul talk sessions, man. It's been so long. It's been so long. I've been having so many people be like, you still gonna come with the podcast episodes? Oh, wait, when you gonna go live? I was like, y'all really want my energy out here like that? I don't know if y'all want my energy like that. Cause I don't need no crybabies. I don't need no crybabies. Like I really don't. You know, I'm But I'm here to liberate, man. Who am I? Who am I? I am a pure soul warrior. And I operate from pure love, whether it's soft or tough. I operate with pure love and I stand on what I know and also quote unquote believe in, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gonna kick this thing off, you know. Y'all show some LOVE. But you can either tap the screen or whatever, you know, you can support the live, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. But shout out to anybody too that's gonna listen to the recordings of this, you know, of this TikTok live. I'm actually gonna do more of these, possibly every Wednesday or every other Wednesday, because Wednesday is like that mid kind of day of time where people are like, they could breathe now. You know what I'm saying? They could breathe. They could chill out. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta, oh, it's Monday. I gotta go in this rat race. You know, oh, Tuesday, gotta do some errands for the family. You know, all that high functioning anxiety and stuff. Like, you know, as beings, we're not even supposed to be like that. Like at all. That's not in our nature. Our nature is the soul. Like for real. Now, if you're a spirit, that's your nature. This human design is not the nature. This is a vehicle. That's like you driving in a Chevy truck or a Lamborghini and you be like, oh yeah, like you ain't that Lamborghini. You're the one operating it. Like, bruh. Like, I'm just saying. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna shout y'all out. What up, Steph, Kirk? What up? What up, Big D, Art? You know what I'm saying? That's Big Daddy right there. What up, the team, man? I got my soul tribe up in here. D.I. Lee. What up? Shout out to that. You know, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Jay for a ride. Or J Rod, what's good? What's good? Yo, tap that screen. Appreciate y'all, man. Gratitude, man. Y'all know I come with the energy, man. Y'all know I come with the energy. But I'm gonna go through some things. So I'm gonna go through some things with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, lately it's been a journey. It's been a journey. You know, but I've also seen a lot of people be so scarce, you know, about everything that's going on. And me, a part of me was going to be panicking, like, oh my God, the gov shut down. Oh my God, what are we going to do? Ah! And then another part of me is like, shit, fuck it. I'm so glad they about to drop off. Shit. And then, you know, of course, some people might be like, well, what about everybody else? Oh my God. I'm like, this is going to kick people in the faces so they can get up and stand up for themselves and stop being so fucking comfortable. Now, granted, you know, you got some people who are actually physically disabled. Okay, I'm going to say that physically. Okay, I'm on the physical part. They can't go up and pay them bills and they can't, you know, they need somebody with them to do all that. So, you know, the ones who are truthfully disabled, the elderly folks who count on, you know, that assistance for, you know, their income and stuff like that. You know, I feel for y'all. I feel for some other people too, but actually a lot of other people, y'all can actually get up. Y'all can get up and stand up. Like for real. Stand up for yourself. I feel like a lot of people, they don't want to fight back at all on nothing. That's why the mental part is so important. So important. Oh my gosh. Can't even stress this enough. It is so freaking important. Because like right now, I'm getting it off my chest right now. Like for real, like it's so important. Your mental health is so, like, it's so important. If I ask somebody right now, hey, what's the most valuable thing right now in life? They're going to be like, time. I'll be like, nah, mental health. Mental health. People be so worried about time that they miss their mental health part. They miss their soul. Like they're willing to risk their time. I mean, they're willing to risk their soul and their mental for time. Y'all notice that? Like literally working a 9 to 5. Cool. If you love your job, hey man, salute to you. You actually where you need to be. You love it. You enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Great pay, whatever. Like, yo, you in that thing. Like, salute to everybody who love what they do, who love it, because they're not going to fight against the resistance. They're going to be like, yo, I could learn a lot from here. Those who don't like what they do, oh, it's time to switch up. You need a pivot, or you need to choose a different career, or you really need to trust yourself and bet on yourself with your skill sets, with your, your, what is that? Your passion and stuff like that. I had a little problem with those because I was like, oh man, who gonna listen? Who gonna get this? Who gonna get that? Then I paused myself. I was like, look, self, hold up, self. You been doing this. People been listening to you. You been, like, you are the proof. It's this already happened before. And it's happening again. Like, people do need this type of energy. Like, for real. Because it's coming with so much power behind it. So much energy. So much flame. So much, like, oomph. To where it's going to kick them in the a-hole. So they can get up and light fire in their own soul. Like, I'm a pure soul. I'm here to electrify people's lives with abundance. Now, it's on to you if you choose to receive it or not. If not, cool. Bye. Like, whatever, shoe fly. It's okay. Teach his own. You know what I'm saying? But if you do receive it, congratulations. You're being electrified with so much abundance. Take this energy. Be fired up. But don't be addicted to motivation. That's another thing, too. A lot of people be so addicted to motivation. Oh, I'm fired up. I'm about to go do this. And then they do it for one day and that's it. I've had that problem, too. I was like, yo, I'm starting to think that a lot of people are addicted to motivation. And I'm like, usually we be talking about, other substance like, plants. We know what they are, psychedelics and stuff, etc. Other substance, that people physically use and lean on, if y'all get my drift. However, there are other things that you can be addicted to that is not physical, like dopamine. Like, ooh, yes, the rush. Ooh, yeah, oh my God. Like, hey, I'm motivated. Woohoo. But you're not doing nothing. You're not acting. You're not in action. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's times where I was struggling with that. Then I realized, like, I had an awareness, like, yo, it's bigger than motivation. You need discipline. You need to take control of this avatar, this body, this thing that we walk around in called human. Human, right? So it's like when you're operating this body, you have to be in the driver's seat and you really have to give it commands because guess what? It does literally drive on commands. What you tell yourself, you're going to listen to, even if it's a joke. Yeah, man, I'm tired. And then guess what? Your body is going to be like, I'm tired. Why? Because your body is listening to what you're saying because you're the commander. Okay, you are the commander. You're the one in charge. You're the chief. You're the captain. You're the patron. So it's going to listen to your command, and especially if you repeat it so much. Oh, especially when you're like, oh, I'm tired. I'm depressed. I'm stressed. I'm sick. You don't think that your machine, aka this human bodysuit, is listening to you? And you know why and how it's listening to you? Because of your mind, how your mind is wired, the programming that you have downloaded in there. In the whole entire mind, from your consciousness to your subconsciousness, to the overall electromagnetic field around the brain. Like, this is real. Y'all can look this up. Y'all ain't even got to listen if you don't want to. You go Google this, AI it, you could do all that, literally. It's like you built on command. Like when the body, when you were like a little boy, little girl, whatever, when you were like a children, you were literally, seriously listening to everything they were telling you to do. It was like in the military type. Oh, go clean up your room. You're listening because they're saying it with a command and with a different tone. They're not saying, oh, you can go clean your room. No. They saying, yo, go clean your room. Go do your homework. Go wash the dishes. We're going to go wash the car. You go do your homework. Go eat. Now you're in class. Oh, we got to go here. Nope. Raise your hand because you got to use the restroom. Why I got to raise my hand if I got to go use the restroom? What is this? Like, like what is this? Like, oh yeah. Huh. Yeah. You can come up. Hold up. I'm gonna put y'all up here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now on this live and who's listening to the recording. So I'm gonna just say this too. My disclaimer. If y'all coming up on the panel, I'm just gonna warn you. This live will also be on YouTube, my other platforms, YouTube, even on the other platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and stuff. I always give credit for everybody who was on the panel. So if you don't want to be a part of the podcast in this episode, please do not show up. Like, don't come up on the panel. I'm just being real. If you can't take it, oh well. I'm saying this with all love because that's where I operate from. Okay? Okay. Hold up. I'm going to go ahead and put you on right here. I might pause for a little bit, so let me see if I can play me some music too, because hold up. Dang, I forgot how to use TikTok. TikTok Live. Hold up. I'm going to let you up. I invited you, D. Big D, what you doing? You wanna get up on here too? Hold up one moment, y'all. Hold up, wait a minute. Uh-oh. There go my dog. Let me see something. Boo-doo-boo-doo-doo. How can I mute my mic? Oh, never mind. Hold up one moment. See something. Uh-oh, is my mic muted? Hold up, y'all. Can I comment? Okay, y'all, we back.
To forget how to do how to use it. That happened to me too.
Yo, did y'all hear music?
I didn't hear no music. I don't think. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know if
see
I
it.
heard
Oh,
music.
maybe because I used to do that on when I would play gaming, man. When I do the gaming live too. I do the game live, then I can play the music while I'm playing the game. But see, it's different when you talking. Like, it's a different vibe. What up, free always and F. Gratitude, man. Gratitude, D. Gratitude. What's the name at? Let me see. I was like, oh, these lives are different now, y'all. Woo woo.
You lay out a little different.
Yep. Let me see. Oh no, I'm gonna see invite to the live. Look, yep. I see some nice people too that I could invite, boy. But I'm like, I don't know what y'all on. I don't know what y'all on. Ah man. Let me see. Oh wait. Oh, I could invite Shadow too. Shadow be lit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Yep. Yep, I'm on here, man. Got you need to get something off your chest in this open vent session. Then I'm gonna switch the prompt up because I know I got another prompt that I want to pop up on here too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna switch that right now. Hold up, where we at? Oh, here we go. Oh, this the one right here. Oh nope, there you go. This the one. What's up with everybody's mental score? That's what I call a mental score. Mental health check-in, right here. Comment your hearts, chat. If you in the chat right now, comment your hearts. You could take the little display off so you can see what it really says. It's a mental health check-in. So comment the color of your heart of how you really, like your mental level is. If you're happy, if you're full of love and doing amazing, if you're feeling pretty good, if you're just functioning, but you're anxious or worried. What else? The purple heart it says, I'm really in a dark place. I'm hoping. Oh wait, and the pink one is like you're doing hard times or something. The black one could be better. Let's see where your heart's at, man. Be honest too. Yep, that's the colors of the hearts. Oh, the left side. Let me see. That's why I say take the what is that? Take the
Might have to
display
come
off.
up to see it because I can see it on the panel.
Oh yeah, you might have to come up, permit this. Hold up. And you can share. You can share. Let me follow you back too. I can make you as a guest. Okay, I invite that so y'all can share. D, what's your heart on? I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm the red heart, honestly. I'm Yeah, I'm red. I'm red and orange. Like I'm feeling pretty good. That's because I took a nap.
Yeah, you know.
That's because I took a nap, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put this on my podcast, the first episode, and then anybody who up here, I'm gonna share y'all links. Oh, thank you. Permit this for that for the gift. Yep. So like you said, the left side. So the red heart is full of love and doing amazing. The orange heart means you're feeling pretty good. Yellow heart means you're just functioning, but you're anxious, a little worried about some things, you know. Blue heart means you are happy, feeling great. The green heart, I might switch up these heart stuff. I might make my own because, yeah. I was like, hold up, the green, why I gotta say you feeling lost? But yeah, the green heart means you feel lost and broken inside. Blue heart means you're happy and feeling great. The black heart means could be better, could be worse, but you're okay. You okay. The green means I'm hoping a hard time and I'm having a hard time and wouldn't even be something. And then you got the purple one. You're in like a little darkness, okay? Like, yeah, see, Big D, look, bruh. See, look, I'm trying to read this stuff. I might make my own, so it'll be a little bit better to do a whole revamp. But I like this right here. I love the mental health check-ins because, you know, you know what I'm saying? So it's all groovy gravy, you know. You say I can't get up. Can you please? Wait, hold up. I think I did. Didn't I let you up? Let me see. I'm gonna let you up again. Let me see. I invited you. It should pop up on your screen. Oh wait, hold up. You in the box? Oh, she up now.
Yep, yep.
Okay. Welcome, welcome.
Now I can see them indeed. Oh, that's weird.
Oh, I should say allow. No, I can't say allow auto acceptance because then everybody. I'm like, yo, how you get up here? Did I be like, yo, how you get up
So
here?
accepting is like playing Russian roulette or something.
Yep.
I saw that too. I was like, nah, because I'd be like,
Uh,
somebody just pop in and join. I'm like, who is
yeah.
this?
Like, yo,
Who are
what you
you?
what you doing? Like, hold up, partner. Nah.
You know, sometimes some people join ain't got no manners.
Oh man, yo, let me tell y'all really truthfully have to protect your mental on these panels, bruh, on these lives, just anywhere because man, I was on some lives. I was let me say, how can I say this? Because TikTok language. I was just blindly scrolling. I'm gonna say it like that. Usually people be like DEAD, unalive scrolling, but I'm like, I'm just blindly scrolling, like swipe, swipe. I was in some lives that had some good
I like that
topics.
term, blindly scrolling. I call
Yeah,
it endless scroll. I just say endless scrolling.
yep. But I was just blindly scrolling, like blah blah. All right, J Rod, what you put a brown? Wait, there's a brown one. So would that mean it's orange? Yeah, y'all come up here. What up, Flight
I can't
Digital?
even unblock the comment either because it's just a heart.
Yeah, I just did. I gotta
Oh,
switch them
good, okay.
settings too, man. I'm like, hold up. It be a little sensitive, like, nah, hold up, check. Like, check it out. Yep, orange, that's good. You feeling pretty good. Prometheus, you feeling pretty good, pretty great. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, y'all. I mean, and even if some people not look, hey, let it out. Right now, lately, I've been speaking to a few. Speaking of a few, I gotta share this live with them. But I was speaking with a few close ones, close associates, and it's men. It's a few men, and I'm like, okay, so like, I'm asking them what's going on and stuff, and I don't know what it is, but y'all could tell me what it is, because this avatar is not that age. But what is it that happens when you reach the age of 40? Does it, is that like an automatic, like you panic or something?
It's
Like,
called the midlife crisis.
oh well, I had mine long ago, and like you know, what I'm saying in my early 20s and stuff. I'm promised myself that I might not have one at all on the 40, because at
Yeah,
this time I
it's
quit aging on that.
yeah, it's called midlife crisis because, like, technically you 40, you pushing 50, you know, you past your 20s,
Oh
and you
yeah,
gonna be back. But you know, I have noticed that it's showing up in individuals a lot younger ages these days.
yeah, because I'm seeing
Mhm.
individuals who this avatar a little older than them, and they looking older than me. I'm like, oh my gosh, like how?
Exactly.
No judgment, but what's going on? Like I
The
can
big
see.
40.
Man, should be. I'm like big 40. What? Woo woo. But it's. I think it's because it's also the pressure of society standards. Like, oh, by 40 you should have this, that. I'm like, who wrote the book? Cause I don't. Like, no.
I agree.
Like, why we gotta put all them stats on other people? Well, 40 you should be doing this. Who are you to tell me what I should be doing? Like, I mean, not to really sound vulgar, but I be to letting people know. I'm like, yo, first of all, question is, who are you to tell me? I have to say it slowly so they can register the words. Who are you is number one. Now you got to think about who you are for real. But to tell me how I should operate, yeah, that's a big no-no. Like, let me know if I came out your ball sack to do that. But even then, I still wouldn't like be like, oh yeah, no, 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 mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Like I feel like I'm starting to be aware that at these points right now of time, the time of
Mm-hmm.
this era, I feel like as humanity just should stop conforming at all. Like at all. And of course some people are like, oh, we do that, then they're gonna bring, what is that? Martial law and all these other things. Man, look, bruh. It's time, like if we're going to do something about it. We actually just have to stand up. But they don't like the influence. They hate influence. They're like, oh no, if we got somebody that's super powerful, we gotta, we gotta stop. Like we can't, we gotta stop them because they're so much powerful. They probably barely got money and people are listening to them by default. And like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing that and I'm seeing like, okay, cool. So it's like, all right, it's cool to be leaders and stuff, but I feel like that's why a lot of people are afraid to even stand up for themselves. Like for real, at all. It's like when I was talking about addiction, and I was talking about the dopamine level. There's also people who are addicted to power. They want power, so they try to do it. Oh, if I got a lot of money, I get power. Blah blah blah. Yeah, not necessarily. I mean, you could buy everything, but that don't mean you gonna be powerful. I'm just saying, like, you could buy some stuff. Cool, yeah, you could pay anybody to do anything because, money is a lot of people's god. Like, for real, for real. When really money is just it's a symbol. It's energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just started saying, like, every day my wealth increases. And when I say wealth, I'm not just thinking about money. Because what if the fiat drops, right? And then there's what? Now you got crypto. Now you got gold and silver. Now you got land. Now you got so much stuff that can mean wealth. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like there's people who are in a rush for power too. And I'm like, why not have influence? Because when you have influence, when you're very influential, money is just a bonus. It's like it's just the elevation. It's just a push, to whatever your message is and whatever you stand for. And so when that happens, it's like in, quote unquote the elites, you know what I'm saying, see you have influence and money, then they be like, and it's a positive influence. You're not trying to be a prey. You're not trying to prey on people, prey. You're not trying to be a prey or whatever, but you're trying to bring more of abundance and awareness and, turn this whole entire world of people, world equals people, like upside down into something way much better than just chaos. Then yeah, you become like a virus to the system because you're so positive, you're so aware, and they like, no, we can't have that. We can't have that. That like they are influencing people to not focus on things, but focusing on self, focusing on awareness. Like so that way, like if somebody lose something, it's not gonna phase them. Oh, okay, cool, I lost a car. Yay. Like, okay, I can walk, I can ride a bike. Find some time for exercise now. Like I can exercise these legs. I can drive. Hey, man. Hey,
Get to
man.
move around.
Man, for real. People be underestimating walking. Like if some people are like, well, what if
Yeah.
we're in a wheelchair? Okay, add a motor and drive. Like boom, boom, get out.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Dice. I had a neighbor who constantly made excuses for stuff. And I remember one time she would talk about her health, but she would say the reason why she don't go walking is because she can't see. But it's like you have to at least try. You know, you wear glasses.
Right?
So
How you not see if you
then,
wear glasses? Like, come on
yeah,
now.
like it's like it would say this statement, well, by law, I'm legally blind, but you can literally roll up every day. Man, get out of here.
Man, oh my, man,
Get out of here.
it goes to back to what I was talking about with addiction. Some people are addicted to that
Hmm.
mindset. They are addicted to the victim mindset.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Just wanted to say the same. They are addicted also to the feeling that comes with it. They get kind of a sort of feeling that makes them indulge into the whatever it is. Sometimes they even look for it. It's
Yeah,
just weird. Yeah.
that's what I was talking about. I might have probably another episode or live about the power of the subconscious mind, man. I know. Oh, what up, Big D? You on? I didn't even see you on the panel, maybe because I was texting on the comments. um, but
Yo.
yeah, yeah. Like it's in the mind. It's the power. I didn't really take heed of that until I really utilized, the power of that subconscious mind. And then what like control what comes into the conscious too. So it's like I started creating my own demands, reprogramming my mind with some new demands and what I will take and what I don't take. And then people be like, "Oh, ego." Yeah, my ego work with me. It doesn't work against me. I can control my ego. Like we I don't have an inflamed ego like a lot of people, because some people do. They have to have an inflamed ego to make up for some things they lack, aka their insecurities.
Yeah, I want to speak about that a little bit too, because like some people develop alter egos.
Mm-hmm.
And when you develop an alter ego, it's actually you just created a whole nother persona. And sometimes people think that that persona is bad and is, greedy, it's arrogant, and all of these things. But for me, my persona actually protected me through a lot of things that I was like, the lifestyle I was living, that persona was perfect for that lifestyle. So to me, I think an ego can be utilized accordingly how you use it, like how you know to use it. If you're aware enough, then you're going to use it for an advantage. If you're not aware enough, you're going to get used by it.
Yes, facts, facts. Hold up, I'm reading the live. I'm gonna take a moment right here, read the chat. If Allie, if you still in here, you said you have been experiencing a lot of anxiety lately. Ooh, I can see that. I've had some of those moments, but I had to snap back and go back to my blueprint. Had to redo my blueprint of my mind, man, and that's where you could start at. Some people, man, it took me a while. It took me a long time. It took me a long time. And then, like you said, D, with the alter ego and stuff, people be like, you know what? I highly dislike it when somebody try to tell you who you are not. That's not who you are. That ain't what you be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's basically how it was with this whole thing. I don't even want to mention the names,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
with that group or whatever,
Right.
individuals like, nah, you, and I'm like, y'all really don't know me, like, and I know it came off probably a little aggressive or something, but for real, like,
That's
this
some.
really who I am. I'm really an aggressive person. I'm really dominant. I'm really demanding. I can be really controlling. Like, these are the lower sides of me. This is a part of me. And people that don't really know you, when they start seeing those sides of you, it gets frightening and they really get uncomfortable. But those that really accept you understand that everybody is not always going to be all glitter, good, and gold and all that. You know, some people are going to have this dark side, and it is a part of them.
I think people be running away from the dark
Yeah.
side
Mm-hmm.
because they equate the dark with bad. That's why, and
Yep.
because society has done that for so long, it's been socially constructed. That's why when it comes to quote unquote politics and voting, I'm like they're working for the same party. One is all about the social stuff, social construct, and the other one is about the economy, capitalism. It's a puzzle. Bing, works together.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! They have to paint it as if they are against each other. It's like a nasty divorce, and you're trying to figure out if you want to go with daddy or mommy. I'm gonna go vote for dad. I'm gonna go with mom. Like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, vote for self. Stop. I've seen the history
Yeah.
behind voting. That's why I was like, I ain't voting. Why you not voting? Because I know the history behind it, dude. And they're doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Different level.
You know what? That with that whole thing, that really irritated me. That people would be like, "Well, you know, our ancestors died for voting," and I'm like, "Yeah, but some of them could have just." I said, "I tell you, it would have been smarter not to, though.
Man, what? For
Like,
real. And then
it would have just
just
been
fight
smarter
back.
not to. Like,
Yep.
yeah, something like that. Like, what vote? Why even care if you didn't get invited to the party? Don't go.
Because it makes you feel included too. Like all that makes
Yeah,
you
you
feel
know.
included.
Yeah, I remember the first time I did that, and I got a sticker, and I went home. I still went to
Oh
work. I still
yeah.
paid taxes. Still, I think I even got some speeding tickets. Still went through
She
whatever I
said I
went
still got
through.
some speeding tickets.
It did nothing.
It used to be like an event going to vote or something like an important day, dress up and then get up early, and it was always like really
that's
weird.
that's
It's a
because
long
it's the
time I did it.
system. It's the system, man. That's how they constructed it, man. Like for real. It's like it don't look vibrant no more. It looks really dingy and dark. Well, on the outside sometimes, but on the inside,
Yeah,
I'm looking
I
like
don't know.
Elmo's world.
In Belgium, they still do it really, really like it's still a thing.
Us
And
here,
punishments, because you are normally obligated to go and vote, the punishment is that you cannot go and vote for 2 years. So that's kind of what I did.
You said it's the
don't go
opposite.
vote, and the punishment is that you don't get the vote for 2 years.
Yes, I
I
think that was
love
a
it.
mistake. I don't know that. I
I
always
love
thought
it.
that was
No,
so
Like,
funny.
hold up.
that
You
is
don't vote.
awesome.
You don't vote for 2 years. Oh well, shit, it wasn't gonna matter anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know,
exactly.
Well, it wasn't gonna matter
I
anyway.
didn't.
I think people should start voting on mental health then. If they want to do it like that, I think they should start voting on their soul. I think they should start voting somewhere else instead of that. Like, yay, vote on you, dude. Vote on like, yo, let's all stick together type stuff. But that won't happen because let me tell you something. Actually, it will happen. It's happening now. However, certain people, they don't want to lose their way of life. They don't want to
Yeah.
lose the luxurious things and stuff like that. Like I know someone who made millions of dollars, like literally 8 figures, and then lost it. I was like, whoa, hold, pause, wait. You made 40, 50 million, then you literally got in $1 million of debt, and then you lost $10 million. What happened? Like what happened? So I seen some interviews of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna mention his name and stuff. At first he seemed so cool. Like, oh my god, I was just addicted to the glitz and glamour and glitter. Like, oh yay, sparkly type thing, right? But when I really dug deep into reality of it and really seen it with a better keen eye, physically and with my soul, I was like, oh dude, you're damaged. You needed all of this. Like, okay, yeah, I need to be rich so I can take care of my family. That's one thing. But when you inflated an ego and then you're like, oh yeah, I got this. I want to be the one to take a girl to here and there and just so, how can I say this? Superficial. I'm like, dude, you have no substance to your soul at all. You have no substance. But when he lost the 10 million and got into $1 million of debt and stuff, I was like scratching my head, like, hold up. Then I thought about it and seen, after in the interviews, he was like, oh, I was spending money all in the clubs and all on girls and, all on this and that and just, yeah, being just so, rovish with his one, flexing so much. I mean, to each his own. That's cool. You can flex, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yay. I mean, just for me, like, this is just my opinion. Like, having like certain fast cars, certain supercars is like overrated because they didn't inflame that symbol so much. I'm like, I don't even want it. Everybody named mama got one. Like, like I don't even
But
want it.
it's, you say money is energy, right?
It is.
So most people, they get a lot of money and they can't hold it and they make more debt afterwards.
No, they
It's
do.
because they keep feeling something, and that emptiness is not gonna go away because they never did something about the fact where it all began.
Exactly, because they didn't heal from it. So if somebody
Exactly.
broke your heart or you were broke financially, you're going to be forever like, I need money, I need money, I need money, I need money. Even when you have $10 million, you can 6 million is more than enough. Like depending on your budgeting, and that's another thing. If you've never budgeted in the time, then what makes you think you're going to be able to handle $1 million and budget that? Because you're not
Not,
even
no,
because
no.
you're not even budgeting what you have already have right now. Somebody right now probably making maybe $1,500 a month. That's after taxes, and you can't budget that. Like $1,500 also is that's like the whole rent right there. I mean, at times I was having struggle with budgeting money because no one has ever taught. They was like, oh, you got to save this, you got to save that. They never taught to a budget. So when I started in internet marketing and stuff like that, ooh, that was long. Oh my gosh. It was back in 2012. This is when I came into the work from home space. I'm like, what is work from home? What is this? It was like a whole new world for me. But when I seen that you can make money on the internet, legally speaking, on the internet, TikTok purposes, like this is entertainment purposes, this is a part of a story. Yeah, we love TikTok shop just in case y'all try to do something. But anyways, during that time period, I didn't know anything about like budgeting at all, right? Period. So I was technically new to really making like some serious money. So when I was like in, like in the internet space doing internet marketing stuff, I learned about MLMs and all that stuff, affiliate marketing, etc. Everything. I seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, like of the whole entire thing, gurus, all that stuff. And I was like, wow, like you could do this, like, oh, I could do this too, like, okay. So I learned all the skill sets, the necessary skill sets and stuff, right? And so what happened was when I started making money, when I started getting them sales coming in, and like I'm not even gonna lie, I was working a part-time job. I was getting like $300 like every 2 weeks type stuff. It was like blah. Oh, thank you for that, D. But I was like, okay. But I was, making some sales and stuff from the affiliate marketing side, from the products I was promoting. I even created my own digital products and stuff. I had a software that I created way before AI was even thought of, like happily speaking. And the money was coming in, and so at first when I had a goal, I was like, because this was like the number. I don't know what it was, but this was like the magic number. Oh, make 10K in 90 days. Blah, blah, blah. I thought that was so impossible. I was like, yeah, that's impossible. I just want to, okay, cool. Since y'all said 10K, I just want to make 10K. That's it. I ain't put no date on it. I ain't say 90 days. I said, I want to make that. When I made that, I wasn't aware that I was tossing it away at the same time. Because when I added up all my revenue and everything, I was like, dude, you don't got nothing left. Like you made literally over 12,000 in in 6 months of your first year, and like, dude, you ain't got nothing to show for it. I was like, oh my gosh. So for so long, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what's going on? It's like, what is going on? And so fast forward to like now, it's like, yo, it's the programming that like I grew up on, that was into my conscious mind, man, from parents, from relatives and people around me. Oh, money is evil. If you rich, you evil, you scamming. Like not everybody who got money is scamming. Okay. Like some people really do have a great product, a great service, a like just great program that really help impact someone's life. And in return, they're giving so much value, people gonna pay them for it. They love it. They don't care if they paying $10,000. You might say $10,000 for somebody doing a mental health coaching is like, oh man, he's scamming you. 10,000 you're paying him? No, they're not paying the 10,000 just for some mental help. They're paying for the value. They're paying for the transformation. Like bruh. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's something seems so basic or whatever, they feel like they got their $10,000 worth. Now, granted, bruh, what's that word? Well, psychiatrists and all that. Some people they charge like $300 an hour. $200 an hour, you know what I'm saying? 150, 500, so hey, that 10,000, it makes up for all that. You like, instead of doing that an hour, I just pay the whole thing in one lump sum. But, back to the main thing was like, it was my programming in my mind. Like, dang, this ain't me. I'm not my mom. I'm not my relatives who think how they think about money. Then they worship money. How you gonna hate money, then want to love money at the same time? You hate it, but then you still want it. Like, what? And so when people be like, money is energy, and you got to be in sequence, you got to be this, you got to be that, what they fail to do is telling people to stop worshiping the symbol. Because that's what it is, too. People worship the symbol of money, what it represents, the symbol of it. Oh, status. Oh, luxury. They don't think about freedom. They don't think about that. They just think about the shiny stuff, oh, glitz and glamour. Like, oh my God. Like when I was watching videos, lifestyle videos of other people and stuff, I didn't just worry about like, oh man, I want to get like that. I want to make that type of money. I was like, no, I want the freedom. I love the freedom. But if you don't feel that now, what makes you think, money's going to come to you? Because money as an energy, it doesn't like all that extra stuff. It doesn't like that, what is that called? Oh my gosh, I just had like, if you it's going to run away from you because of the energy you putting out. So if you constantly saying, oh, I don't like money, I don't like this, oh, and you mad at people who do got wealth and stuff like that, or who do got like much more money than you, then money ain't going to want to come around you either. Money going to be like, nah, you hate money. So why should I come around you? Like, why would I come around somebody who I hate? That makes no sense. Like, at all. At all. It makes no sense. So, besides money,
But
what? Okay, what you
Dice,
gonna say?
I just was gonna say that I wanted to talk about your prompt, but I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh, go
But you
ahead.
were
Yeah,
feeling
because
real
I was.
passionate about money, so I was just letting you
Yeah,
go.
because it goes around that mindset. So look, since the
Okay.
prompt, wait, we gotta make that prompt a little
Yeah, that's why I
tall.
said you gotta expand yourself.
Oh,
Hit your box. Yeah.
I
No,
thought
I
you
can't.
expanded me.
That's the only one part I can't do is expand your
Oh wait,
box.
hold up.
So you gonna click.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
got it. Oh, this look way much better.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah.
we're in the
So
box.
but what I'm talking about too, it actually goes with this prompt because you gotta recover
Okay.
your mind with all of that stuff. Remember, look, like being an addict and stuff. Like you gotta recover your mind from all of that. All that old programming is. Oh my gosh, it's so irritating. It's so irritating. I swear it is. So people they think like before I really get deep and gritty with this, look, y'all, I'm not a super professional psychiatrist, psychologist, even quote unquote therapist. Like, yeah, no. So, if you really need some really really psychological help, please go get you some help. If you think about other stuff that's going on in your mind, you can go to afsp.org and call the hotline. Talk to someone, or if you just want me to talk to you, you can just click the link in my bio, book a session, Lego. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, it gets serious out here with this stuff. Um, and I'm all about this right here, man. Mental health. I didn't think it was important at first until I realized, became so much aware of how it affects everything, everybody's lives. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so recovering your mind. Oh, we was talking about this the other day. The mind recovery, wasn't we?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Sure was.
So what I got on the prompt, okay, recover your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you addicted to the hive mind? Then I have mind plus soul equals one. We can also discuss that too about if if you kind of have a belief level around that, do you believe that, or your kind of your statement on that, and also talking about the mental health stigmas because mental health stigmas are very dangerous. Like I didn't really come to awareness of how dangerous it is until I seen how a lot of people are treated when they have some type of mental health issue or illness or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because some people look at it like it's a joke. They take it like it's a joke. and it's really not, you know. So yeah, so what do y'all think about are you addicted to the hive mind? And so for those who don't know, a hive mind is somebody who literally they're gonna conform to a whole different thinking, like especially when it's on a bad level, like bruh, like oh yeah, if y'all it's like for example like misogynistic or something. If you just or if you're misogyny, you know, if you doing misogynistic stuff, you're gonna go with that mindset. If you feel like you know one race is high superior than the other, you're gonna go with that mind. You're gonna be high minded. You ain't gonna care about anything else because that's your whole entire belief, and everybody else stuff is wrong. Like you with the hive and you protecting the bee, which is the one that is controlling you and the way your thought process is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but you can go first. Well, like, are like, do you? I wouldn't say are you, but you know, do you believe like a lot of people are addicted to that type of thinking, like the hive-minded way?
You said me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. I see that every day. It doesn't really matter what it is, and I notice sometimes it's not specifically really the one main thing because there's so many different things out here putting people in boxes and labeling them. And so what I notice is that it's just a large amount of people, and they seem to want to agree and follow with something that they feel just automatically resonates with them. This is what I wanted to say about what resonate. Resonate is something that is familiar. So when you are addicted to something and you're trying to stop doing something, you are bound to go to something that resonates with you because it's familiar. It's comfortable, so you're going to go with it. So it does seems to me that I do see a large amount of people addictive to a have mind mentality on a large scale, just super large here on TikTok.
And we definitely seen that when it came to the freaking Colts. But that'll be for another episode.
And
Yeah.
debate lives, because those
Oh, yep.
operate in that same stance as well. I got anxiety from a debate live.
Man, what? Oh my, me too. Me too, man. Me too. Let me see. I'm about to mute this account because I'm seeing this user 95 blah blah blah. Hey, bro, I might have to block you too. So I'm sorry, I'm blocking people from this stuff. Like, man, look, if you ain't got no picture, you ain't got no icon, like, no, I'm blocking you. You might be somebody that's trying to, ain't got time. Ain't got time. Anyway, yep, I agree with you on that, man. We seen it the most with, like you said, the debate lives. Oh man, when I first started doing lives, like coming on to like onto TikTok, like oh I wanna go into the lives. You know, the debate lives was just horrific. Like I was like, yo, wait, can't nobody have their own mindset? Everybody got to go with what you think, and you telling them, oh no, that's not real. No, that's not what it is. This is what it means. Wait. Like hold up, bruh. Ain't no way you trying to come at me like that. It's like if you think like them, you get cool points. I'm gonna just say this right in here, right now. Look, you don't have to think like me. You don't. It's a great thing that you don't, like, because you have your own mind, you have your own identity, you have your own individuality. Now, there's might be some things you might, you know, receive from me, but like, you know what? I'm gonna add that to my own repertoire. To each his own. Do that. I don't got none of my stuff copyrighted on. Like, I don't got my words or whatever thing copyrighted. Go ahead. That's on you. You know, you can resonate. Take it. Cool. You can have it. It's a gift. Happy holidays on all that. But yeah. But anyways, Nick, hey, Big D, I ain't even heard from you, man. Where you at, man? Where you at? What's your point of view on that about the whole hive mind and people being so addicted to that just one thought process?
Yeah, I mean it is literally everywhere now. You get these groups, and a lot of them are cults turning into it, where somebody is the leader of it, and then you've got a hierarchy within that, but they all are required to think the same way. And when you step outside of that thought process, or you have your own individual aspect to it that you like to add to it, you get hit with a lot of gaslighting, a lot of, poking fun of whatever works, right? They're going to use against you. And what that leaves you with is questioning yourself, even though nobody's going to know you better than you ever. That's just a fact. I've been around you guys a while. Doesn't matter. I'm never going to know you like you know you. And a lot of these hive minds are creating division. That's really the creation I see in all this, is a bunch of dividing. You've got your different groups that, hey, you shouldn't think that way, so we're going to gaslight you now. We're gonna hate on you. And when I was in the other place with those other people that I don't like to name, we did that to a lot of people that would come in the room. Oh, you just said something we don't like. We are now going to make fun of you and laugh at it. But it does. It leaves a mark on that individual that you have now made fun of, because a lot of people flock to this app because guess what? They're lonely. They're hurt. They don't feel heard in their regular life. So they come here seeking that solace, and you got to kind of have yourself right to be on this app.
Man, what? Because, let me just say this. I got more, how can I say that? I wouldn't even just say bullied, but more so prejudged on this social media app than I did in school. Wait, pause. At least I can see these people every day and knock them out. But on here, bruh, man, look.
Right.
But you gotta have a strong mental health part. And you right though. Like I told D too, people do come to the internet to get a voice and to find a pack. It's like a gang.
Yeah.
Man, I remember. I think I broke this down literally last year ago. I don't know if it was. I think I was talking to my wife about this. I'm like, all those. I do little social experiments here and there just to see how people brains really operating on some things. And I'm like, oh yeah, y'all on one. Now I can talk about this. Because I'm a mental health advocate. Why not study more and be in the field, experience and seeing how it's shaping people's lives and what's going on, etc. Yeah, this whole TikTok thing is like a gang. I'm gonna break it down to y'all. Y'all know in school, okay, imagine right now, use your creative side, right hemisphere of your mind. Okay, we're gonna deep off into the school. Okay, if you're listening to this, yeah, pretend you're in school. Now don't relive any trauma stuff. This is a whole new school. Okay, we're gonna call it TikTok school. Okay, whole new school. We ain't thinking about where you little now. No, we talk about now. You in TikTok school. I'm gonna break down all the groups. Okay, all of them. You're gonna be like, yo. When I'm gonna tell you all the groups, you're gonna be like, yep. Each live, you're gonna start to see it. You're gonna be like, yep, I was in a live like that, and that's exactly how I felt. You got, okay, the first group, you got the outcasts. You got the outer souls. You know what I'm saying? The out souls. That's us. We like revolution. Hey, bruh, I'm my own individual. Yeah, that's us. And people, they y'all weird, whatever. They like us, but then they don't. It's like a hate and love thing. They could tolerate us, but then when we start speaking up for ourselves, they're like, oh, nah, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? It's like as if we got the cooties. Nah, man, we more enlightened than anything. We ain't got no cooties. You know what I'm saying? So you got that. Got the little outcast, right? Then you have the political parties. You got the political gang groups. They are so stone cold on who is better for the country and who is better with the war and the economy and all this other stuff. That's the political group. That's the TikTok lives you go in and they talk about the whole thing, the state of the economy in the western side or what's happening with the war. They don't care about anything else. They love to talk about whether it's Democrat, whether it's Demo, Repub, anything. Who you're voting for, all this other stuff. Why you not voting? You gotta vote. And then if it's not what their political view is, then they want to block you, delete you, drop you. It's like, bruh, really? That's that group, political group. That's those TikTok lives. Then you have the super, super hardcore religious ones. Woo, religious. I could add the spiritualism in there too. Well, yeah, I'm gonna add them two in there because it's almost combined. Because you have the religious super community. I'm talking about they going gang for gang. Is God real or if God is not? These are people who are mixture of the Abrahamic teachings to the super what is that? Oh my gosh, what is that? The Egyptians, all that stuff. all of those religions, all of those that spirituality stuff too, because they be debating too at times. You know what I'm saying? And if you're in a debate and it says God is not real, that's the argument debate. God is not real. So if you're a Christian, Israelite, doesn't matter, Judaism, whatever, you got to prove that God is real. Like, you know, if you can't, then hey, it's a whole beef war. Atheists gonna be like, nah, bruh. Or if you in a spiritual community, they be like, oh no, we don't do religious stuff over here. Block, delete, drop. They gonna block you. They gonna delete. They gonna drop you.
Speaking of which, why I had someone who is not an atheist, they a Satanist, and
Uh huh.
he checked out my page. I have no idea why he was looking at my page. I was like, what video did he see of mine that blew him over here to my profile? or is it because of my new name being the witch, you know?
Oh
But
yeah.
it was wild though. You saying that just made me think about that. I didn't even tell nobody. I just laughed at it when I saw the profile and
But
stuff.
you was like, ain't no way.
Yeah, like
Like ain't no way, you know. Like, but it be like that. That's like certain groups, and then the spirituality groups, they be beefing and doing debates sometimes too with like with the religious side too. Oh no, we're our gods. So the biggest debate with that is we are gods versus God is on the outside. I seen that debates too. I was like, oh,
or is
oh
God a woman? Don't
yep, is
forget
God a
that
woman?
one.
I seen that
And
too.
I'm gonna wait to see if you mention it because I got one a
Oh,
category. I don't know if you're gonna mention
oh, I
it or not.
probably ain't gonna. I don't even know. I'm gonna see. Okay, we got what we got. Y'all help me remember what we got. We got the political party, right?
Yeah, we
That's
got the
that
political.
political gang. We got the
Yeah,
outcasters, the one that be like, I don't want to deal with no other groups but me.
yeah,
Like, you know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? You got
The ones that speak like AI or something. I don't
oh,
know.
The
oh,
AI ones.
yep, you got those too. Yeah, you got the AI ones
Hmm.
too. I forgot about that. That's a new one too
I
because I
think we
love the
need to write
technology.
this down.
Yeah, write them
Somebody got
down
pen and
because
pad.
look, write them down, y'all, because I promise you, as soon as we get off this live and stuff, you're gonna be like, yo, you're gonna start really
Wait,
identifying each
let
one.
me type it in the comment. I'm gonna type it in the
Yeah,
comment.
you're gonna
I
start
know.
identifying each one. You're gonna be like, okay, we got the political gang right there. Okay, P gang. Okay, we see that live.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
The
say,
ones that are watching, and you have multiple of them. So they are watching from the outside to people's private lives,
mm-hmm.
and then streaming them to the For You page of people that are fake sick.
Oh yeah, you got the victimizers. Yep, you got the victim minds
Oh
one too. That's the
wow.
victim gang right there too. Yep, put
Yeah,
them in
that
there.
is
The victim gang.
wow.
Yep, you got those. Oh, you got the
Sometimes I'm like,
put the yep race. Yep, that one too. Oh, good one, B. Good one, D. You
Oh
got
yeah, yeah.
the spirituality one too. The whole that one right
Oh,
there.
if I got a good one right here.
Yep. What's another one?
Typing it.
And of
Men
course,
versus women.
oh yeah. Oh my gosh, bruh. What Christian talk? Yep, all that.
it's all men.
That's what the religion talk
Hmm.
right there. The
Yeah.
victim. Oh, pro black, pro brown, pro white, pro. Like you said, race,
We
Big
gonna
D.
just say
Yep.
the pro
Yeah, pro.
race.
Pro race. That's the gang
Yeah,
too
the
up in
pro
there.
race. So
Then
that's like
you
everybody race.
yeah, like who's better than who? Oh no, we don't need y'all,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Yeah. I've
Yeah,
seen those type of lives too. I've seen I seen the witch talks.
oh,
Now,
yep. Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say
I'm a
Wiccans
part of
though
that one
because
too.
I'm
I'm
gonna
a
say
part of that
Wiccans
one
though
too.
because you got some of those who they don't they like no. Like I've seen some peaceful ones, but then I've
Well,
seen
I
other
call
ones,
myself a
man.
shaman. I like to think of myself as a shaman,
Yeah, cause you don't
not
do a lot of
as
extra stuff. You do
Um,
yeah, yeah. I just
the
like to work with
the
my herbs
yeah the herb stuff. That's
and
what I'm
my
saying. You do like the little
candles.
herb stuff.
Yeah,
But
because I
I've
make
seen the
candles.
Wiccan
That's
groups though.
therapy. Yeah,
It is.
candle aromatherapy is good for that mind.
You got those gangs, man. But the Wiccans, they not too much of a problem. I don't see no debates on those. But they be cool. They alright. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
everything.
But think about how they is in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those that be into they don't be in a lot of fights and
Oh,
stuff. They
that's the
keep to
emos.
themselves.
That's the emos. That's
You
why
hear me?
I
This
link
is
them with the emos.
oh
But
wait, tarot is different though. Tarot is different. Alien, that's a good one too. Tarot is different. That's a whole nother side of TikTok. Cause see, you could be
Oh
into tarot and
man,
not even be
yes.
a witch.
Yep, you sure can, cause I do it, but I
Hmm.
don't do it on anybody. I do it on me. It's been a while
Yeah.
since I did the cards, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it said the gamers and the NPC stuff.
Yep, gamers. Yep, the NPC. Shout out to my gamers though, cause I be gaming too. So
All right, so we haven't mentioned it yet, so I'm gonna
go ahead
go
and
ahead
mention
and
it. Go
put it.
ahead. Surprise.
Let me kind of type it first, and then I'm gonna mention it
What you gonna
before I
put
hit it.
Colts? You gonna put the Colt gangs?
That way it's so funny though, cause you can
Oh,
be like, oh wow, this is like basically it though. So flat Earth versus globe.
oh yes. Oh, I was gonna mention that. Well, not mention that, but the scientific one, scientific war.
Okay.
I'm gonna call it scientific
Okay.
war because
Yeah,
people.
because it's all about proving
Yes.
science.
Yep. Especially with the periodic table. What is that? Quantum physics, like you said, flat Earth versus the other Earth. Geometric stuff, ones and zeros. Yeah, that's all about the conspiracy stuff too. That's linked up with that because it's the science part right there. Yeah, flat Earth. That's the real one
Mm-hmm.
right there. That's the gangs
Yeah,
right there. So
I
think about
remember
that.
I used to see that on my TikTok at 3 a.m. every. I used to see that one. The
Mm-hmm.
not to mention this one. The
Astrology, the astrology ones.
original. Hold on, no, the original Americans. See,
Oh,
I was
see.
on here. Yeah, I was on here. They was called. It went from the Aboriginals to some other names. The Moors, all of that stuff.
Oh,
But
I remember.
but
Yes.
then, cause they was like, oh, we the Indians, we the original Indians, and that started a lot of beef. So they start calling themselves the original Americans because they was here before everything they said. Like, and that right there,
Yeah.
I remember who was that guy? Dad, what's his name? Um, what is his name? Something Earth. Something Earth. Earth Speaks. Is that his name?
I think I heard of him. You said Earth Speaks.
Yeah, I don't know if that's dude's name or not. Something Earth though.
You know what? I have to also mention this group.
I
As
don't
much as
remember
I
his
don't want
name.
to mention this group, but I'm gonna mention it anyways because besides this year, but literally since like 2023, it's been all about having. No, I actually did mention it. It was the cult thing, but now it's more like the Matrix thing, the Matrix stuff,
Yep. Matrix
the conspiracy.
versus
Yep,
yeah,
versus real life.
Matrix. Yeah, versus actually is really leaning toward where Matrix versus this holographic universe. Cause
Yep.
that's what I'm starting to, yeah. Cause they ain't the same thing. I dug into that a little bit. That's two different things.
Yep, I seen that too. Somebody like yesterday on the live, somebody was talking about the holographic universe. They're like, no, I mean, I do believe we're in a simulation, but it's more like a holographic. And I'm like, wait, what? Hold up, pause.
How it's gonna be a holographic
I'm like, isn't that,
computer?
yeah, like, bro, it's like having a holographic Pokemon card.
Like I got this holographic $100 bill over here.
Yeah, the gold one, huh? Yeah, see, look. But y'all think about that. As y'all think, y'all literally ponder on that and y'all imagine that now when you go to TikTok live, you're gonna be like, yo, this is that talk we was talking about. Yep, here go
Hmm.
that one. Here go this gang. So
Yep, yeah, facts.
TikTok is like a school though. Everybody wanna teach, they wanna share, they wanna get their voice out.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't see this type of energy over there on Instagram. Instagram, it seems like it's just more about your own personal brand, your own personal, you know,
Yeah.
your own audience. It ain't
You.
on. Yeah, it ain't on like, oh, we about to debate. I ain't never seen nobody debate on TikTok. Barely. I mean, I know it happens because I see YouTube videos.
Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram. My bad. On Instagram. Yeah.
How you doing? Yeah. Yeah, me either. I ain't never seen it on Instagram.
TikTok. Everybody named Mama about to
But
argue.
yeah, I remember
Hey.
the first person I seen debating was that Getty dude. Like, yeah, and so just go ahead and send $1. Like,
Uh-huh. Yep, nope. I didn't last night I didn't seen it where it was like well, it was men versus women because they were
mm,
asking what was the legal age, what would be an appropriate age
Oh,
for to date, a girl. You know what I'm
so
saying? And
common.
bruh, but no, the
That's
man, it was no, it was really reckless. That's why I was like, yo, it is so important to recover your mind from all the stuff you gone through or seen or read, and like, no, like for real. Like for real.
yeah, yeah. Cause I remember I had been in one live and
Oh yeah, I
we
forgot about
actually
that. Before you
knew.
jam my food.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, me too. I forgot about those two too. I remember Shadow Room in Shadow Room. We had a guy in there and he was 51 years old and he said that if an 18-year-old wanted to be around him and all of that stuff, he would be around her. And if she wants to be with he would be with her. I was like, what? Why
Man,
would
hey,
you
no,
agree to
last
that? Like,
night,
you ain't got
no,
no self respect for yourself.
but no, last
Like,
night it was different. It was another dude, but he said one. I'm gonna just say the number, but not like the full number. I'm gonna just say 1, 2. That put them together. That age right there,
oh,
because I
he
don't know.
trifling.
Very. He
Because
was.
he
He
must have
was.
been talking about when she started her cycle. He
Yeah,
nasty.
because he was like, "Oh, we're
Yep,
gonna go
he
back." He's like,
nasty.
they asked him what was the appropriate age. He went around the whole question. He was like, "Well, we're gonna take it back to traditional, ancient
Oh,
African
get out
times and
of
stuff." I'm like, "Nope, here
here.
we go."
Everybody ain't from Africa because these lands all been here, so somebody had to been occupying them.
Hey, when he went to that, they was like, "Bro, just say the answer." But I'm like, he don't want to say it because he don't want to expose himself. And then it was
Yeah.
just too much. So like that, it goes to that men versus women type stuff. I was like, yeah, I was tired of seeing that. I was like, I was tired of seeing them debates. That's why I had to take a step back too. And sometimes I ain't gonna lie, it was addicting. I was beginning to have a little hive mind before I got to this one. I was like, yeah, yeah, I agreed. And I was like, no, I don't. Ew, no, no, I don't agree to
Yeah.
that.
Right, yeah, no, that happened to me too. Like with
No.
the guy, right? So I'm like, well, I always hang around older people, but honestly, at 18, I wouldn't hang around nobody 50 nothing.
Mm-hmm.
My daddy wasn't even 50 nothing yet, I think. Or if he was only 50 something I was hanging around. So that right there was like, But like 10 years older, 15 years older, that's kind of like learning life. You're going to be around individuals those ages. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense for you
Mm-hmm.
to engage with them. But like being intimate with them, I think that,
Nope.
it's a stretch. Like 15 years is a far stretch to be intimate. You know what I'm
No, at
saying?
all.
Like,
I would say
yeah,
18, but no,
like
I would rather
I'm just
have.
saying, like 15 years total. Like I don't care what age it is.
Whew.
Like you could be 35. I was 30 some years old. I'm not dating somebody 15 years older than me. You know how old that person gonna be?
Yeah,
Like
but you know
no.
what? I think it's because people like society was making it cool. Like, oh, it's cool to go with an older
Mm-hmm.
woman. It's cool to go with an older man. Blah blah
Facts. Yep.
blah. Or
Yeah.
oh, it's cool to date younger. Like, yo, you 50, you trying to date 29,
More.
date 30. Dang, like, bruh, date 35. Something like, why you gotta? You dating your
Yeah.
son friend technically.
And that's what they showed. That's what they be showing in them little movies.
Yep,
Bless
I
you.
didn't. Man, I didn't seen. It's just that's why I was like, nope. We got to get a handle on recovering the mind at a whole, way much better state. Which brings me to the next thing: mind plus soul equals one. You're one. They are not apart. They bing bing.
I agree.
The brain is in the physical, but the mind is with. It's like that electromagnetic field, like field around the brain. That's the mind. That's that energy around it. I had to really think about it. I'm like, wait, isn't the mind and the brain the same? It's like, no, the brain is physical. Like, ding, it's tangible. It's you could squish it. You can squish the brain. I've never seen a doctor do surgery and be like, yeah, we got to get to the mind. They're like, no, we got to do brain surgery. We got to do the brain. We got to. They never say mind. And it's cool to grow. It's cool to not grow up, but it's cool to work in a hospital and pay attention to all that. I'm like, oh, y'all never. Okay, so it's not a mind surgeon. It's a brain surgeon. It's not a soul surgeon. It's a heart surgeon. I'm saying that because what? Where they say the soul resides at in the heart, right? That's why they weigh it. to make sure, like, okay, he really gone, because now the heart weighs this
Wait,
much,
no, that ain't
right?
why they
That
made it.
ain't why
No,
they rate that. All right,
no,
correct me, please do.
no. Look, so I've been doing some homework,
Uh-oh. Y'all
and
about to get a one-on-one lesson on this one,
so
weighing the heart.
the way the heart comes from the ancient Kemet, ancient Kush, ancient Egyptian culture,
Mm-hmm.
where they weighed the heart to find out was it light as a feather, meaning that did you have regrets? Did you have sorrow? They didn't weigh the heart to see if the soul was in there. The soul is actually animated through both the heart and the mind. This is why they always say that it is heart and mind. The pineal gland works with the heart to bring the soul into animating the avatar, because the avatar has feelings and the heart is what really help us feel, and the mind is what is our the brain is the processor, but our mind is what brings is the how do I say, the pineal gland is what's tethering or connecting the soul and this brain, basically. And so it comes from the ancient Egyptian culture, but they don't actually really weigh, nobody weighs the heart when you pass away. Nobody physically do that. It
They
was
quit
an
doing that. They
Egyptian
used to do
metaphor.
that. I feel like
They
they used to
did.
do that. Yeah, the doctors used to do that. They used to do that when
Okay.
somebody passed away and stuff like that, especially when they doing the organs. So I know with the hospital do that, but now I'm so glad you said that because that was a great educational moment right there. Thank you. Really gratitude for that.
Hmm.
Because I know a lot of people listening never really probably thought that, like, oh, that's why they really weigh the heart, or that's where it originated
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, because they probably do weigh it in the hospital, but, they probably got some type of little science. Because here's what I always said about with the weighing of it, right? Is that they weigh it and they say that the soul is gone, but what if the soul was never there?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's the question. One of the questions I could never get answers for.
Right. And not everybody heart
Hmm.
weighs the same either.
Correct. Because you got people whose hearts are going to be bigger, smaller, based
Yep.
off of the avatar size. So that part too.
I've seen where somebody had their heart out their chest. Like I forgot what that was called.
Yeah,
Like
that's a disability.
yeah, I was like, oh snap! I don't think I was touching my
Or
own
deformation.
chest.
Yeah, they ain't even know that's a deformation, yeah.
I was like, no, I don't need that to happen.
A
Can't even.
mutation.
Yeah, I didn't. Man, what? Because they be, doping up the.
Okay.
What happened? Somebody said something. What they say? Oh, love and gratitude to all of you. All right. Oh, thank you, Big D. Day. Okay. Okay.
Indeed.
Man, y'all, hey, listen, stay dangerous on the road. Be safe. I ain't really gonna be safe, you know what I'm saying? You like the big bear, man. You like daddy bear, man. You like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure we good on here. Gratitude while y'all driving, man. Gratitude, because, yeah, people been doing the most lately.
Hmm.
Like, for real.
I know, I hurried up and got home. So let me hurry up and get through this traffic.
Same here. I was walking, though. I was like, let me power walk. Toot, 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 toot.
Yeah.
What about the mental health stigmas, man? What y'all think about the mental health stigmas? Are they truly dangerous or are they not when it comes to like society on that part? Like the stigmas being like, if you guys like, you're crazy or like if something really happened to you, you getting, especially like, oh, when you got mentally abused. People don't think that's like real abuse.
Correct. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like so. I mean, like so. I have had this thing where I always have levels. Like I always say, is levels to things, and I always said that mental abuse is a real thing. You can be mentally abused. I've seen it happen in jobs all the time. That's number one place where it happens. They don't really physically. They can't physically touch you, but they do things that really break the mind. How you ready to be like, I'm gonna quit any day now. so, so I do know about mental abuse. Also, sometimes you can have a family member or someone who know how to do mental abuse. I think mental abuse might even fall under, like narcissistic abuse, as one may say.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they're not always physical. Like there's, but it may be some verbal. And with mental, it do has to be some verbal abuse with mental abuse, because how else can you mentally be abused unless they like a psychic or something?
Right. What about of course, I'm such an advocate for, I know I'm an advocate for mental health as a whole, but self unaliving, because they think people be doing it for attention. And so that's why they don't
Yeah,
be trusting it a
yeah,
lot too. That's the stigma around that too. Like, you just saying that because you want attention. Like, no one be believing it. You know what I'm saying? Till
yeah.
something really happens, then they be like, "Oh my God, I didn't even know." Yes, you did. You saying they was
Hmm.
faking it. You saying, so it's like that's the huge stigma too around that too.
Yeah, I agree. And then the whole thing that after it's all said and done, how how can I say, individuals who are close to that person is affected, and those that who were not, they don't have any respect for those individuals who was close to that person. Like, and I notice this seems a very common thing with many who loses a loved one to, that S word there, like, to self unaliving, you
Mm-hmm.
know, the family, sometimes the family suffer. Maybe it was the mother, the father, people were like, oh, why didn't they help them? Why didn't they stop them? Where were you? You know. So that's a big thing there too, so it's heavy. Like that whole unaliving thing is heavy, you
It's
know.
very heavy. I truly faced it. Like, I tell people, like, if someone ever asks me right now, they'd be like, "Oh, what's your, out of everything in life and all the trials and tribulations, what is your biggest failure?" Self unaliving. And then they'd be like, "Well, wait, what?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I intentionally wanted to do it, and then it's like nothing worked." And I was like, maybe I'm just supposed to be here then. Like, it's like,
Mhm.
okay, like, what's my purpose now? And then I just started asking, now, what's my purpose? Like, because what was meant to, like, I was in situations where I should not really be here, like, at all, because of those situations. Like, I
Yeah,
had a pum pum to my head, like, bruh. And I wouldn't, look, this is how, I was so far gone, I didn't even care if he pulled the trigger. I was like, bro, you for real? Okay, cool, let's go. Like, I'm ready. Like, you about to make my whole entire dream come true. And he looked at me crazy, like, you know what? Come on, just come to the living room or something, because I ain't about to do you right now. he had to look at me like, hold up, wait a minute. You ain't even, no, man. And especially coming from the country, coming from the rural areas, I'm not afraid of no pum pum. I've had shot
yeah,
pum pums, AK-47, all the, yeah, bro. Like, I grew up around that, especially when you going hunting. You ain't scared of that.
right,
You're
yeah,
like, oh, this ain't nothing. Like you're not scared of that stuff. So it's like, cause you've been around it for so long and utilizing it for hunting purposes, you
right,
know,
yeah,
hunting animals or whatever you want to call it. But like, yeah, it's because it was a thing. It wasn't a sport. But yeah, so it's like I wanted to go, but I was like, I didn't feel like there was no purpose. Even when I was little, when I was little, this is very anecdotal, but it goes with the prompt because it talks about, the mental health stigma. Because in certain family households, mental health is looked at like it's laughed upon. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with you. You crazy, ain't nothing wrong with you. Like, what, I'm crazy now in a negative way. That's what they was talking about. I'm crazy now, ain't nothing wrong with me. Oh, I don't need no help, I don't need this and that. Like, it was no belief in bettering the mental health,
that's
like, at
very
all. And I'm
very common
like, then
nowadays.
they make fun of you. Oh, you're a loony. Like, you a Looney Tune, retarded. Like, I don't like to use that word, but that's what they be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's for real. And even when it comes to, man, shout out to all the parents out there who have special needs children, whether they are autistic, whether they are Down syndrome, or anything of that nature, because there's a mental health stigma around that. They think that, oh, if you're autistic, you're not smart. Oh no, that's wrong. Check out that show, The Good Doctor. Dude literally became a surgeon and he's autistic. And they was like, oh, at first they didn't think he was gonna last. They were like, nah, he gonna mess up. This ain't gonna work. He gonna need some type of special attention because he's special. What? So you trying to tell me because he's autistic, he don't have no opportunity to be in that field? he don't deserve to be in that field. Like, oh, that's like being very, very prejudiced. Like for real. Like that's why I be saying these mental health stigmas are very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, like he has an opportunity to be in there. But as I was watching at first, I was like, oh, okay, let's see how this is gonna go. As I was watching, I'm like, yo, dude, you really smart. Dude is smarter than half the normal people in there. He was correcting their mistakes. He was like, nope, that's wrong. That's not gonna work. They'd be like, well, how do you know it's not gonna work? And he in his mind calculating. He studied. He ain't just twiddling
Hmm.
his fingers and messing with a fidget spinner. No, he's really analyzing how to make that person's life better. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that
Yeah, that was a great show,
the
man. That was,
movie yeah, the movie Accountant, something like that too, where the brother he had something up with his mind,
mm-hmm.
and but he was really good with numbers, and they would hire him to do the accounts work and stuff like that. But it's a real good movie,
Uh,
Accountant.
I needed to watch that. Remember, was it the Rain Man's?
Mhm.
I think the Rain Man, isn't that with Tom Cruise and what's the other dude name? Because something was kind of like, mentally, I wouldn't say wrong, but how can I say this?
That's probably who
What?
they kind of inspired them to write that
Yeah,
movie
it was the Rain
about.
Man. Yeah, because he was good too with stuff.
Yeah,
Like for
nah,
real.
no, that ain't the movie I'm talking
I
about.
know.
But yeah, 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 that is one though that you saying. Yeah,
Yeah, I think yeah,
that's why I
cause
said this movie might have been inspired by that.
yeah. Oh, it probably was because the one you probably talk about is probably a little old, huh? Like what? Was it?
Yeah,
Is it early 2000, 1990s or something like that? 1900s
nah,
like.
accounting is new.
Oh, that's
Accounting
new,
is
new.
like 20. Yeah,
Oh,
2023, 24.
okay. That's probably where they did get it from because it was a movie kind of similar to that with Tom Cruise. I gotta go find that movie because that was a cool movie too. And his brother was,
This one got is it Brad Pitt or somebody? Not Brad Pitt. Dad, I can't think of dude's name.
you talking about
In
what?
accounting.
Oh my God, what's his name? Who playing Wolf of Wall Street? Him? You talking about Nah, I'm about to go and probably go see.
I know I ain't got my other phone right now. I will check for it.
Hold up, pause, y'all.
Go ahead. I'll be here. About to find out who the accountant is. Cause I can't remember these people names. Shoot, they all the same people to me.
Hey, was it
Actually.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Nah.
Okay, it
For
was you.
for
Okay.
accountant, the movie called Accountant.
Yeah, okay. So who was that? I didn't even look at that.
Let me see.
You said 2023 too? I might have to go look at that
Yeah,
movie. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot
That's
of movies like that with like the stick. Oh, Ben Affleck. J. Ross said Ben
yeah,
Affleck.
Ben. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, Jay. There you go. Jay got it. Cause I know I
Man,
watched
Jay,
it. I just don't know their names.
dang, Jay, if
Until
you
they
was up
all
on the
listen. They all actors and actresses to me. I don't know none of them.
dang, Jay, if you was up on the pen, I'd have gave you a rose or something. Kudos.
I know, because that definitely saved us. I was like,
I was like, was it Leonardo DiCaprio? Like we over here guessing.
yeah. I'm like, I can't think of his name. Shit.
Yo, that was yo. I'm gonna watch that, man. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
so
good
many
movie.
movies that's around that type of like mental health stigma, and it's like it's more of on a prejudice thing than anything. Like, oh no, you can't do that. There was, what was it? It was like what's his name? It's with Shia LaBeouf, and it is with this the guy who's an actor. He has Down syndrome or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he peanut butter something. It's like he's a wrestler. He wanted to be a wrestler and he ran away. And it was like it was so cool to see that. Like, I really got to go see that again and dig in. I'm gonna find that movie though. Hold up, I'm gonna find that movie because that was a good one too. But it
Yeah.
was like people who have like are quote unquote special need or whatever, people act like they can't do nothing by themselves. It's like they're handicapped. It's like no,
Oh,
they
nah, I
can.
know better.
Yeah, I'm like no, they
Yeah, I
can't.
know
What you
better.
mean? It's because when they were little and then at whatever age they got diagnosed with it. You know what I'm saying? You started to treat them like they was an infant instead of an individual. Instead of like, hey, you can do things on your own. This you can't.
Hey, Dice.
Huh?
Look,
Where
I
we at?
worked at a college for 10 years. Up there, they had or they weren't really children. They were young adults. but
Mm-hmm.
they were, with special needs and different things like that, different abilities, and they was like working and doing different things, and you know what I'm saying, all type of stuff, like, and they give them jobs and stuff. So I do know for a fact that just because someone has been diagnosed with something does not mean that they incapable of being able to work a job or go to school or even take care of themselves. Like you said, like many do, though many are like closed minded to that.
Yeah, and it's like they looking at them like they can't do nothing, like they have the inability. No, bruh. Just because I'm this don't mean I'm dumb. Don't mean like
Right, yeah.
no. Don't mean I can't do for me. I can't cook. I can't do this. I can't like no. It's like stop. And then I've met some like they hate to be treated like that too. They like no. Well, no, honey, you can't do that. I'm a grown man. How you gonna tell me what I can and cannot do? Even with my condition, if I know I can, if I believe I can do it, I'm gonna do it. I might mess up, but I can still do it. It's like people lose belief in that. They lose belief. You know what I'm saying? And you know, um, those type of individuals. I ain't just gonna say those type. Man, they sparkling. They be sparkles. Call them sparkles because they be brightening up people's worlds, and some people be acting like they don't, but they do. They sparkle, man. And I mean, you got some bad apples too. That because I done seen some where they can be cunning. I've heard a few
Yeah.
stories. I was like, hold up, and he how old? Ain't no way. Ain't letting him get away with this stuff. Ain't no, he outsmarted everybody. Maybe some young ones that hey man, I heard a few stories. I was like, hold up, he's 7 and he outsmarting them, and oh man, y'all got this look, man.
Yeah, she
Talking
giving
about
her mom and dad the blues right now, cause they be
see,
like, she know what she doing. She know. At this point, I know she knows.
and then you got some people like, no, they
Uh-uh.
really don't know what they're doing. They're
Yeah,
because
yeah.
no, you alive, you think they don't. Stop playing. Like they paying attention. They seeing what you
Yeah.
doing. They that's why they can act a certain way because they know if you going to okay, for example, now my cousin, my little cousin, well, actually, my cousin, her son, so he would be my little cousin. They think he either got ADHD or they feel like he's a little bit on the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? But when they watch him, when they was, he's in their vicinity, he's acting so wild. He's bouncing off the walls. I was like, oh, he probably got a little ADHD here and there. And then because of his speech or whatever, or how he is, they think that he's on the spectrum. So he's all like that. They say he bad. He's this and that. He don't listen. However, when he was in my vicinity, it hey, he was acting totally different. He wasn't bouncing off no walls. He was actually literally listening. And I wasn't even yelling or nothing. I was like, hey, you want to watch TV? Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. What do you want to watch? Like, it was like boom, boom, boom. And I was like, hold up. Y'all saying he bad. Why he not acting bad with me? In the words of my wife, she said they know who they can mess with and they know who they cannot mess with. They know. I was like, yeah, I'm starting to see that. They like, no, they know. They know who they can mess over mentally and how I'm gonna act like this so they can give me what I want and I'm gonna yell, I'm gonna do all this. But then they know who they can't do. It's like as if they can feel it. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna mess with him like that. I'm gonna go ahead and listen. I'm gonna go ahead and listen. I'm gonna sit here, watch the movie, eat my nuggets. I'm not gonna throw no tantrums. So yeah, and I feel like sometimes like the ones who could be a bad apple or just act that way because of their parents allowing it, I feel like that a lot of people look at them and then they make it the whole type of standard for everybody else that's like on that type of spectrum. I'm like, no, that's everybody is different and everybody is raised different too. Because it also depends on the parent too of how they treating them, how they what they do around them. Because sometimes the kids they can be repeating things that the parents say, and they can be like what, like pre-K or something, like 10, not even 10, like 7 or 5 or 3 with on the spectrum, but they cussing real loud. They cussing. How do they know what to cuss? How? Did they hear it on the TV? Did they hear it around their parents or whatever? Or have they heard their parents argue and say stuff?
They
Because that
cuss
happens
not
too.
even being on the spectrum.
Man, for real. I was
I done
like,
heard some mouths, boy. Like, oh, you know, ain't supposed to be saying that.
I'm like, I know you don't got no freaking what is that called, Tourette's? I know you don't. Ain't no
And,
okay. Maybe you do got a little inch because they probably be like, oh, it's coupled with a little bit of this. They be trying to mix the diagnosis and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it could be there, but no, I like you could tell if it's if they learned it, if it's pre-learned, they learned it or something because it was around them, or if they really like have that, in such a way. But you're like, dang, man, the mental health stigmas be like, I'm like, no, this is dangerous, man. This is dangerous. Y'all just, and it caused so much division and stuff, especially in the schools. If you got special, like, special education or whatever, section of a school, you isolating them, you putting them at the end of the halls or whatever, or you putting them in the front. Next thing you know, the gen ed kids is making fun of them. Ah, you slow, you're blah blah blah. Like, yo, actually he's smarter than you, bro, and you got an F. I bet you can help you with your grade and you don't even know it. But you gonna call him slow. You gonna say, oh, like, nah, man, no. So, and then the bullying and stuff like that too. There was actually, speaking of which, there was actually a TikTok influencer. Oh my gosh, what is his name? There was a TikTok influencer on here who was on one of those, who was on a live, right? He was on a live and he was sharing his like, no, he wasn't sharing. What was he doing? Oh, he was acting the ass. Like, he was drunk. He was like intoxicated. I'm gonna use that word because I don't know about TikTok on this one. But I know on my podcast they gonna say it's explicit. But he was intoxicated, under the influence, heavily. He's talking about he wasn't aware of this, but when he was on the live, he was on the live with someone who was on the spectrum. There was Down syndrome. It was a girl, like, and she was on there. She was just chilling. She wasn't yelling. She wasn't acting out. She wasn't throwing no tantrum. She was just chilling on the live with him. But he was over here just like being so ignorant. He was being so like what's the words? Like, he was overdoing it. He was like literally cybering bullying her. And then he gonna blame him. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going through a rough time. I was drunk. I was heavily intoxicated. I'm no, 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 no. Like, you knew
wow.
what you was doing, bro. He was talking about, it was like a sexual type thing. Talk about, oh, I'm gonna make you do this. I'm gonna make you do that. No, no. Now he became very predatorial.
Oh, wow.
I gotta when I find it, I'm gonna probably find it after this.
Yeah.
When I find it, I'm gonna share it with you. You can be
Like
like
the guy
that.
with the wig.
Yeah, with the wig. Yep, you seen it, huh? Bruh, I was like, oh my
That's
god,
not funny.
bro.
It's just the fact he's the guy with the wig. Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
him. You know what I'm talking about. And I was like, dude, and her parents, he was like, I'm so
I
sorry
probably
for.
can type in guy with the wig.
Yep, type that in. What up, Empress? Thank you for coming. Thank y'all for popping in. Shout out to you, Tay, Lexi Ray, everybody who coming in, man. I appreciate everybody. I don't even like, I care, but I don't care about the views, like, bro, because this going on the podcast too. I'm gonna add your links in there too in the description box too. Who is this?
Okay. Yeah,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure. Yeah,
Empress said it. She said the guy with the wigs.
mhm.
Yes, man. What
Yeah,
up, Emp?
yeah. So,
What up, Imp? You can come up here too, Empress, man. We talk about this
yeah,
mental
so.
health stuff. We talk about recovering the mind, man. Like, for real. I'm gonna do another. Of course, I'm gonna do another live or episode. Really, it's really gonna go break down that power of the subconscious mind, because a lot of people, they be trying to, quote unquote, manifest. I literally like to say attraction. I don't even like to say manifest no more, because I done did the whole etymology and everything. I was like, no, I'm cool.
Right, yeah.
I'm alright. I attract. I'm magnetic, so let me attract. But in these, you know, in these the Reddit communities, and even on here too, but mainly I've been on Reddit a lot, and I've gone through some of those forums and stuff, and those groups, and looking and stuff. I didn't really come to awareness until way earlier how much people really do need help recovering their mind. People are so anxious. Like I said, one guy, you know, he wanted to he was talking about like, oh, he needs someone, an SP and this and that, and people don't want to wait to get married or anything of that nature, or want to have a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, cool, but don't be so desperate. Same thing in the Reddit communities, a lot of those communities that's like about manifestation, attraction, and law of this and law of that. It's like people in there be so desperate. I can get it. You have anxiety. You going through some midlife crisis and things of that nature and stuff, but it's a mental thing, man. You have to be patient with your mind, and sometimes that could be very, very hard to do because of everything, the old programming you've been brought up on, the trauma that's been on the brain. You know what I'm saying? That's really not you. It's just body, and it can be sometimes a little challenging to, I would say, reverse or recover from, because then your old identity that is linked to that trauma and stuff might come up. You might see it in the patterns and stuff. And oftentimes, shout out to my wife, she holds me accountable for some things that I sometimes don't even be aware of. I'm like, I did that for real. She's like, how do you not know? I'm like, because sometimes it's like I'm on autopilot on some things. And so I'm so glad that I'm aware of it because I can stop it. I'm like, okay, hold up, pause. Now that I'm aware, I can stop doing this bullshit on this section. Like, no, like, I could get rid of that stuff, man. What up, Imp? I see you up on here.
I'm good, love. How are you?
Man, it's been so long since I've been up on these things, bro.
I
I I literally
know.
almost forgot how to actually do TikTok.
Well, I'm happy to be in the room with you guys.
uh,
In a while.
a whole while, man. A whole
Yes.
while. What you think about the prompt, man? Are you addicted to the hive mind, or do you have your own individual mind?
I never operated out of a hive mindset ever since even when I was much younger. It's just not my wiring at all. Like that comes to trends, down to movies and shows. Like I would wait until everyone's done watching something like purposely just because I don't know, I don't it's never something that I've done ever.
Was it like a turn off? Like because it's like everybody else watching, you like, no.
Yeah, it's a huge turn off. Like I'm starting to realize I have like big main character energy. Like I remember one time even flipping out and crashing out in class because I was doing a project and then this girl like picked the same topic as me.
I bet you was so
And
like, ugh.
I was livid. Oh my gosh. I remember my teacher was like, calm down. And I remember just being so mad. Like, girl, why are you such a copycat? Like,
She was heated. She was on fire.
yeah, and I've always been that way, so I never really have that hive thing. And yeah, I'm not wired that way.
I could see it. You was like, ugh, no, like no. But I started to truly even get like that even more when it comes, especially when it comes to like the space of the internet world, and people love the luxurious stuff. At one point, I wanted that. I wanted the sparkly stuff, but I've come to awareness that I have come from some type of, you can say maybe wealth, but not on the expansion of like super wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like Lamborghini cars and stuff. People ruin that for me. I was like, no, I don't want no Lamborghini. Everybody got one. It's like a gang too. Lamborghini gang. Oh, if you don't got one, you ain't rich. No, I'm good. I'm
Oh
good
my
with a.
gosh, I just saw a video on Threads. You know that GG whatever? I don't
Uh
know.
huh. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so he's walking
What
through.
up,
He was at an
LA?
event. He was at an event, and he hung his Ferrari keys from his chain. And then he went to go talk to this girl, and this Asian girl was like, "That's lame. You need to take that out from around your neck. Put them keys in your pocket." Like she just straight read him, and he was like, "Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you for telling me that." Like nobody was gonna say that to me, and she was like, "Yeah, that's not cool at all. Like, why do we need to know what you're driving?"
It's like trying to attract. That's all. It's trying to attract. I've seen. It's called like. And then here's. Oh, hold up. I forgot to say this D about the clicks, man. The red pill click.
Oh boy.
It's all about
Oh
high value man, high value woman.
Yeah, we was doing the this different
Yeah,
sides of
yeah,
TikTok.
Empress. I was doing the TikTok, the gangs, man. Like in schools, you know how in schools everybody had their little own
Yep.
clique, they own groups.
Yep.
Yeah, TikTok got it too. I was like, everybody, imagine y'all in TikTok school. We about to name all the cliques, and you're gonna start
Mm-hmm.
saying, "Yep, I was in that group too. I seen that. Yeah, we seen it. We seen so much of this TikTok school stuff." I was like, y'all so lame. Y'all, I'm not saying everybody lame. It's just so irritating.
They are lame though. Let's call it what it is.
Go ahead,
Like,
Go ahead, and say it.
I'm not holding nobody's hand and I'm not sugarcoating it. Y'all lame.
This ain't a safe space, so not for
And there's
that
only
part.
two, and we all know there's only two types of people in this world. You're either gonna be led or you're gonna lead. Like,
Ooh, please expand on that.
no one really thinks for themselves in the matter of like, I think that no one is willing to be authentic, right? Like I said, for me, I come wired with wanting to stick out like a sore thumb. Like I get a kick out of that. So for me, it's I'm always have leadership qualities, but most people they want to be told what to do and who to be. So even with that, even in high school, now that you guys said that, thinking back, like I never hung out with one specific group of people. Like I was just the same way that I do on TikTok now. Like I will hop around to kind of feed all of my interests, but I'll never like be stuck within one space. I think that's silly.
Yo, that's how I was too. Like, a part of me kind of probably wanted to fit in a space, but then I like, for example, I wanted to be known for something in the yearbook. You got the smartest in the class or the best
Mm-hmm.
dress and this and that. But you know what was crazy? Let me tell you what was crazy about this. So the senior years and stuff, got yearbooks and everybody's the best this, best that. I was like, oh, nobody voted for best this, best that. But you know what? I was a secret weapon. I was a quiet popular person. People knew me for my books that I wrote because I was writing
Mm-hmm.
books. People knew me for that. Then I was at a vocational class because certain schools you take a vocational class for credit,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
college credit. So I
Mm-hmm.
was in something called the Tech Honor Society.
Oh, nice.
I was like, and and it was funny because when me and my wife go back and we look at some things, she was like, "You was in something that could have like it was like could be used as a scholarship." I was like, "What?" And when I looked at it, I was like, "Oh man, fuck the yearbook." I was already on some way much higher than the
Yeah.
yearbook.
Yeah, for sure. I remember joining the yearbook committee senior year just so I can I could be in control.
I see. Look, you was on boss roles. There you go.
Like I was like, I'm making sure the cutest pictures of me went in there. And I remember like there was this one popular girl, I couldn't stand her
She
guts.
said,
I
"I
made
made
sure that
sure."
I put a very ugly picture of her on there. Like I
That's mess, bruh. Yo, you like I'm about to be in leadership. Y'all got me messed up. You ain't about to have me out here looking great.
looking crazy now. Yearbook committee. I was in everything. Art. I was in art club. I did poetry club. I played lacrosse. I ran track. I did soccer.
You know
Like
what? Like what was we was like what you was talking about? My bad, cut you up. Like was you talking about? Like how to be in hello?
go ahead. You had went on teacup.
Oh yeah, can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I sound muffled, I'm on these wireless earphones. If there's anything I'm investing heavy, it's gonna be some earphones. I promise.
You definitely muffled.
See, hate this. Hold up, hold up. All right, see this that bull crap, bro. This won't even be liking my Bluetooth headphone. I'm trying to charge my phone up because TikTok it'll take a whole little battery of your stuff, your phone. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about. Oh yeah, school, man. Yeah. See, I was like what you was talking about. Like I was moving around. Like what you was talking about. Do you funny? I mean a caramel apple. um, yep, the creative space. Yep, the creative class. I was doing all that. I was doing a little creative stuff too. I was mainly a writer though. I was like because we was talking about how people come here to have a voice or because they not being heard physically. So I wasn't. So what I did was I would write books. I would write literally. I would take a literally write. I would not type it out. I would take a 5 subject notebook and I would write a story. I would write a story about what's like really basically like it was like nonfiction but fiction at the same time because I would rename the characters and I would basically just utilize my imagination and just boom. And then guess what? Guess what I would do? I would allow my close classmates to read them so they can proofread it really. I'm like, hey, can you read this? Can you read my book? Can you proofread it for me? Make any changes, blah, 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 all that, right? Yeah, no, they didn't do all that. They came back to me, was like, yo, you got book 2 coming out? What? I mean, thank you, but what? Did you see any misspelled words? They didn't care.
They listen. They done overlooked all the typos. That thing was good.
They was like, I need book 2. You left me on a cliffhanger. I was like, bro, I ran out of paper. I was using front and back of the paper. I ran out. Okay, look, my book 2 might be coming soon, depending on how it's going. With me personally. But like, I've always written something that people can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, thank y'all for the 10 likes. How did I miss that? Thank y'all for the 10 likes, 10,000. Like I'm talking about 10K likes. Oh, let me see. I can tell it's been a while since I did it live. Like, you know what I'm saying? You said writing is alchemy in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Please expand on that. I would love for the listeners to know this because I'm gonna tell you, Empress, this is gonna go up on my podcast too. Okay, so I'm gonna put your name in here just in case.
Oh,
That way,
okay.
So I don't want you to be like, I don't remember myself being on here. I don't, I always put a disclaimer because I use some of my audios for my other spaces. But hold up, I'm gonna show y'all. This is my podcast. Real quick. I'm gonna show this y'all. Quick commercial break. You ain't gotta buy anything, not yet at least. But let me see if I could do it. If it's gonna do, oh yeah, it's gonna do. Here we go. Oh man, this is my podcast name. Okay, the podcast name is Mighty Brain. My new section on it is called Soul Talk, which is kind of what we're doing right now. I should make that a whole new podcast, but no, I like Mighty Brain. I've established it a lot, and quite frankly, my listeners love listening to it. You can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio. I didn't even know I was on there until I looked it up. I was like, I'm on iHeartRadio. Look at that. So, you know, but I talk about subjects like this, you know what I'm saying? And I find it a very great opportunity to utilize, TikTok recordings, you know what I'm saying, like these TikTok lives as a way to actually expand on a lot of those topics and then allow my other listeners on those platforms to, listen to it and check it out and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and then this gives other people opportunity too. So if you're on the live, if you want to promote some or anything, you can, especially when it goes with the topic. So like, for example, D, if you got anything too that you want to share, you can make the screen bigger for you too. So you can share what you got going on because you got some products and things of that nature that actually helps with the mental and the physical. Like the crystals, like, man, you got all type of good stuff. I'll be like, dang, let me just make a Christmas list. Like, want to go buy all type of stuff from her. She got the copper necklaces, all that stuff, man. Like, and everybody, like, there's some people who do got like some things that can help, because it does help with the mental. What up, Rocky? What up, man? Thank you for joining. You know what I'm saying? I told you I was gonna do it, man. I forgot to share this link earlier, man. Cause let me tell you what subject we on. We on this subject right here. Wait, let me find it right here. Bam. This is my topic right here. Recovering your mind, bro. Gotta recover your mind. At first, I had this one right here, because in the beginnings, I always let people get stuff off their chest. So I should have brought this to you so you can get anything off your chest. Oh, and the people you see on the panel, you know what I'm saying? These my soul sisters right here, man. They lit, man. They lit. But don't misconstrue anything. They go hard. they go hard. You know what I'm saying? Well, what you say, Imp? You love what? What you talk about?
That I love how you have the venting segment.
Oh, yep, I sure do. You know what? Since you up here, look, okay, let me put that back up.
What am I crashing out? What am I crashing over today?
Yeah, look, 'cause I let people go ahead and crash out. Using TikTok language. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the whole language stuff. Man, this mofo did.
For me, I think what's really consistent for me. All right, I know what I want to vent about today. I cannot absolutely when it comes to, and this is not even I don't even, I'm gonna say specifically because I'm actually experiencing this right now, like male centered women, right? Like I've come to realize that I no longer want to befriend women who are male centered.
Okay, expand on that. What does that mean to the people who don't know?
Grown women who are boy crazy still. Like you know how like in high school the girls that are that were attracted to boys are boy crazy. You know that like, oh, we're gonna walk past his class, and so we're gonna make sure he's
Yeah.
seen me today. Like I'm gonna walk past his locker, even though your class is in the opposite side of the damn building. Like, and it's just constantly like seeking attention, right?
Wow.
Or like or just you make a plan with someone and then because a man steps into their life they're completely deviating from what it is that they've agreed to. I think that I've gotten to an age where I'm absolutely way too old for that, and we should never have been in that space in the first place. But my god, ugh, it irks me. You know,
D.
it really irks me to have friends that you see. That's another thing too. It's like you're watching from the outside out, but I'm at a point where like I'm the type of friend to call you out. Like if you and I had a conversation or if D and I had a conversation about something and I'm gonna hold you accountable as a friend. I care. Like you said that you don't want to do ABC. And so if I turn around and I see you doing ABC, I'm gonna give you a nudge, like, hey, like, we talked about this, like what are you doing?
You know what? I have a confession that happened last night. My wife nudged me. She's like, "So you said you weren't gonna do this, but you did this." I did. Dang, bro. At first, I was kind of upset, just a tad, but then I was like, "You know what? She really got a point because I did say I wasn't gonna do that no more." Like, no.
Yeah, to me that's an act of love.
Like, and instead of me like, "Oh, you know, blah blah blah," no, I'm like, "Thank you, gratitude." Like, for real.
Yeah, and of course it's gonna be upsetting to you. Or I think I wouldn't. I know that I would get in my feelings, but once you're over that initial reaction, it's like, dang, like,
Yeah, because it made you
I,
aware. It made you aware of what you can work
yeah,
on. Like, you could work on they seeing something that they're holding you accountable with your actions matching your words. It's not just, like you doing double standard shit. Like, oh yeah, like no. You know what I'm saying? She is holding you accountable to make you basically your growth. I see it as like, yo, I want to see you grow, so I'm really gonna put you up on accountable. Like I'm gonna make sure, like, if you tell me your goal is, yo, I want to make 100,000 a month in my business and this and that. Oh well, I better see you be posting. I better see you be working. Like I better see you actually going towards it instead of just like blah. Like if I'm saying this and that, and that's my goal. Then why am I watching Netflix? Why am I not working in the process? Like why am I not
right,
doing this, going out networking? Like you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
when people do get mad, did somebody get mad at you for that? I know somebody got mad at you for that.
Well, I've lost friends over that.
Ooh,
Which I'm fine with doing because I'm a Sag, right? So I'm very like used to like people being very hurt by the by the things that comes out of my mouth, and it always comes from a place of love. And it might be labeled tactless, or it might be labeled like I'm being harsh, but like I've definitely worked on having multiple filters as I've gotten older. But like the more of an intimate relationship that I have with her, with a friend or my sister or anyone that's within like my vicinity, I want to hold them accountable the same way that I would expect them to hold me accountable, in the same way that I hold myself accountable. And I'm at a point where I'm more than happy to lose friends, right? And to kind of like move along, because that only shows me that I'm like elevating. I'm going to a higher timeline. Like yeah. So yeah, I've lost friends, and I'm on the verge of losing another, but just simply because like I want to move into a new season, and I'm not in the space of like taking people along with me. Like if you're not with me, you're not on the same program. Like there's no, like, we're cool, but I can love you from a distance. Like I'm good.
You know what? For everybody that's listening, whether this is on the recorded version or live right now, you also really truthfully, and it's gonna hurt sometimes. You have to accept the fact that everybody can't go with you. And that was my problem way back in the past with my old identity. I was trying to bring everybody with me because I wanted to see everybody win. But here's the funny thing. You can want to see everybody win, but they don't want to see you win. Like, hold up. Like,
That part.
I want to see you make it and win. I'm pushing you. You're motivating you, but I'm not getting that reciprocation. You don't want to see me win, or you faking it. You like, oh yeah, you're doing a great job, but you don't want me to do better than you because you say I'm doing a great job or whatever. And then you'll say something like it's supposed to down me. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to down and make me be less courage about what I'm doing or have more confidence in what I'm doing and stuff. I've seen that so many times. Like people get jealous. They get so jealous, and they be the ones that you really least expected. You be like, yo, you my dog. I thought you was my homie, my best friend or something. I thought you would be rooting for me, but you're not. It's like you wanted to be me. I'm like, I'm gonna just say this. It is a challenge to be this. To be this soul is a challenge because
Yeah. And the
it's
thing
not
with
for the
jealousy
weak.
too, I think jealousy is one of the most misused emotions.
Man, it truly is. It expand on that. Why would it be like you said misused?
Yeah. Just like every other emotion, jealousy is one of them. And I think it's not I think. It's a nudge, right? It's like it's a nudge letting you know that that's where you want to be, or this is something that you would like to obtain for yourself. But instead of people utilizing that, like, oh, like, wow, like I see so and so, like, okay, I'm jealous of people who, I was saying this to my friend because we were having this conversation earlier, and she was like, yeah, you can't tell certain people certain things because when you hold them accountable, they're going to say that you're jealous of them. And I was telling her, like, that would be insane. Like, the only people that I'm truly jealous of are the people that can go tandem skydiving in the middle of the night. I'm jealous of that, right? I know that I feel that way because that's something that I would love to be able to do. Like that's the kind of freedom that I would love to obtain. That's the kind of bravery that I would love to have. Like to jump out of an airplane in the middle of the night. Yeah, I'm jealous of that.
I mean, but you can. I mean, it's just mindset. Like you
Oh
can.
yeah, absolutely. But I know that's something that I want to do, right? But
Yeah,
people, instead
yeah.
of people utilizing jealousy as the tool to like, oh well, this is what I want to do. Let me strive after that. They then let it alarm. They soak in it and they allow it to turn into envy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm not.
If I told you that jealousy and envy is the name of two demons?
Oh,
Oh, tell me more.
please expand on that.
Yeah, in my book, Demon Encyclopedia, it shows that jealousy is a demon and envy is a demon. I was like, wow, I didn't even know that, but it makes sense. Because I always looked at it as some type of spirit taking over a person. A lot of times when they had these two, what one call emotions, is always in the most negative way, and they end up doing malicious things to individuals that they be jealous or envy of. So I always looked at it as like a spirit or something. So when I read that it was a demon, I was like, wow, but it made some sense since how, I kind of thought of it anyway. I was like, okay. Let me see, I got the cover. See if the pictures will work.
Definitely one of the lowest vibrating frequencies for sure. So I can see that.
That I was just about to ask about that book. I'm like, oh, I think I got that book too. I got the one with the god and goddesses and all them fairies and everything and deities, etc. But
Man,
the
that's not even the picture I want. What's happening?
oh, that ain't on there. You trying to do the pictures?
Yeah, but for some reason my
Did you screenshot it? Okay, hold up.
there we go.
Make yours. Hold on. Let me make you bigger. Can I make you bigger?
That looks scary.
Hold up. Wait. Can I? Oh, here you go.
What's the
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I think I do. I got that in PDF file. You got a thick book too. I know it's thick, huh?
Mm. It ain't too thick, but
Oh, it's a nice little
it
size.
ain't. Yeah, it's thick though. Like for the size of it, it's thick.
Yeah,
It's
see,
like a little thick.
like you could talk about that too, man. That goes along with because some people be mad. Like I done seen some people like I mean, I can't say it's I mean it's pretty cool. I guess it's cool to expose, but then it's like people have this energy behind it, like, oh, this fake guru, he done did this and blah blah blah, right? You know? And then it's like, man, you probably jealous of him. Then I'm like, nah, you probably was really putting a nigga on. You done stayed with other people. But I had a moment in time when I was like I said when I was like when I was a little old the little avatar, you know, I seen like I said when I seen the glitz and the oh look they got more than me and they got this and that. It's like I became a little jealous of that, man. I had that little jealous demon on me, you know. Oh look at the glitter, it looks better than what you have, and quite frankly, people wanted what I had, literally. It was like backwards. I was like, I want what you got because it's so shiny and so glitter. It looked like you got the freedom and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look like, oh, you got more than me. And really, I can't say they didn't. It's just like, I can see that it felt like they wasn't happy because you can have you can have a parents that have great, like make six figures a year, high six figures and all this other stuff. And seems like they spoil you with a lot of materialistic stuff, but then you don't got no love. Like they shower you with that, but they don't shower you with love and care and going on simple trips, picnics and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I noticed that when I had, you know, friends at the time, you know, they was like, "Oh, I want to come over there where you at," because where I came from, I grew up on a ranch with my grandmother. So I had every animal in the book you can think of that belonged on a farm. I had it all. Literally had it all. I had my own. Actually, I had two horses, and you know how much a horse costs. Yeah, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that I think because I was so tired of the ranchness and stuff that I wanted something different, and I think that's what it was. But the people wanted what I wanted. The kids, they wanted what I wanted. They wanted to come over ride a horse. They wanted to be dirty for once and stop being clean. Like you know how kids want. I want to play in the mud sometimes. Dang, you know what I'm saying? I want to stay in the house all the time and be prissy and be a little princess. No, I want to get dirty. I want to play with the dogs. I want to play with the cats. There were some of my, you know, classmates. They like at the time, you know, I think it was like when I was like what middle school type stuff. They couldn't even have no dog. Oh, you got the puppies. You got some kittens. Man, my parents won't even give me a dog. I'm like, hey, I got a puppy you can get. You want a puppy? We got like 10 of them. You want one? It's a whole litter. Like I was trying to give away some puppies and stuff. You know, but when I think back at it, I'm like, you know what? I've always had more than enough. I just didn't feel enough. You know what? I just did not feel enough because of just the people, you know? And then I wasn't like, I should have been focused more on the animal because the animals, they was giving me so much love. They was giving me so much attention, so much of their energy. You know what I'm saying? It was like the animals understood me more than a human did. Like, and I guess because I spend so much time with them, you know, sorry to make this anecdotal, but like, you know, if I had to switch that mind frame of me of like being jealous of what somebody else had versus being grateful for what I have already because I seen it through my eyes. They wanted what I had. They to them it looked like I had the most fun, like well enjoyment really because you know the words, but it looked like I had the most enjoyment of life, the much freedom. Oh, you get to ride a horse and everything. You got like, you know, and them horses I didn't know what my grandmother was paying for, you know, because at them times I know them horses was like probably like anywhere from like 5,000 to like $10,000 for a horse. Not to mention we had the little ones too. We had the little ponies, we had the little stallions, they call it a mini stallion, yeah. And you know, and we was riding those horses and stuff like in the rodeos, and we would take them to people's birthday parties and stuff like that. You know, that was the business. It was a whole business. So I grew up in a business, you know, and I just think I was just so ungrateful for that in a way. I was like, dang, I was a brat. I was ungrateful. That little me was so ungrateful, not knowing I had everything somebody else wanted. They didn't care about no video games. Like they wanted that. They wanted something that they could touch and love on because they wasn't receiving the same love. You know what I'm saying? So it made so much sense on. Oh, let me do this again. It made so much sense now as I got in a mature, age to really think about things and maturing in my mind, about everything that took place. I'm like, you know what? I forgive myself. I forgive that little me of being jealous and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I forgive myself because, and I made peace with that. Like, wow, I had to think about it like, yo, I was really missing what I've already had. And I was just so focused on what I didn't have. And that happens even now, even more with people I've seen. Like, I had to check myself a few times. I had to literally recover my mind and literally put my mind on a whole different blueprint, because the foundation that I had prior and the blueprint that I had prior, it was not about I can't use that blueprint to build a new house. It's not going to fit. I had to stop painting an old canvas. I mean, an old painting on a new canvas. Like, I can't do that. It's not gonna fit. So I had to really switch that out my mind. You know what I'm saying? And I think, I kind of like, as crazy as it may sound or something, I probably had to really go through that and grow through that. So I had to go, like, move with it, but also grow through it. So that way I could tell my story like this and help somebody else who's out there who's envious of what people got. Oh, they got more money. They probably scamming. And yeah, you wondering why you still broke, because you, instead of just saying that, it probably was true or not. You don't know because you're not right there with them physically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, some people can see like, okay, he doing a hustle, because you know what the streets is like. You know what a hustle looks like when somebody trying to hustle somebody. And then you know what a sneaky salesman is. So those who know, then they know what it looks like. But those who don't, some people be just so like, oh, they got this and they got that and blah, blah, blah. Like, why are you so focused on that? You want that? So how can you want that, but then you mad about it? That's why it's not attracting to you. You blocking it. Because you're not even, you know what? I do have more than enough. I am enough. I am wealth. Like, I am that I am. And people misuse that word too, I am. Because anything comes after that, you are literally self hypnotically, like hypnosis. You're doing self hypnosis with yourself. And shout out to D, man. She dug really deep into the words and the histories. And I did a little bit of that too with the gematrias and all that, and doing the etymology. Oh my gosh. I'm very grateful to be around such great souls when it comes to that type of wisdom and knowledge and stuff, because I didn't know anything about no etymology back in those days. I would have told you a lie. I would have said you was lying. But when I looked up those words and how they was used back then in those centuries, I seen who was using it the most. I seen who created it and utilized it the most. It was the same type of people. It was from the Greeks. It was from like the Spaniards and stuff. It was from like the European, all that stuff. I was like, oh, y'all the main ones that was creating all these words. No wonder. Like, but you're self-hypnosing yourself when you say those things. And then when you repeat it, it's going down, down, deep, deep down in your mind. It's going deep, deep down in the electrical parts of your brain. And then your body is following. That's why in the beginning of the live, I was talking about how words are commands. So if you're going to tell yourself, man, I'm tired. Next thing you know, a few minutes later, you start yawning and stuff. Yeah, your body was listening. Your body said, okay, you tired, we're about to go to sleep. Like, yep, sure is. You said you was tired. Or if you say, oh, man, I think I'm kind of sick. Next thing you know, you start really being truthfully sick. You're like, dang, where this cold come from? Yeah, you said it. You told yourself you was sick. You said, I am, and then you put sick. What happened? You became what you were saying. And so that's why it's so key to be aware of all that too. And then being aware of those type of entities and those demons of envy and jealousy and stuff. You got to call yourself out on that. Not even just holding other people accountable, holding yourself accountable. And I'm still growing on that level. I still got fragments of some things that I have to, truthfully, like, not only heal from, but make myself more aware of and have a new command on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, you're going to hold yourself accountable for this. You said this. Okay, it is what it is. I don't care how you feel. You're going to meet this. So if you say it, you're going to mean it. And then you're going to do it. So if you're going to say, hey, I'm going to lose weight, or I'm going to go to the gym every day of the week, 4 days out the week, or whatever, right? Okay, and then you don't do it. No, then that was just a little wishful thinking. So if you really mean it, it's your body gonna hear it because of the tonality you're using. So if you say, you know what, man, if you say it with so much conviction, like, man, you know what, I'm about to work out 4 days a week, man. I'm about to eat right. I'm about to do this, man, because my goal, my mission is like, you know, I want to be 140 pounds, lean muscle, blah, blah. Guess what? Your body gonna listen, be like, all right, cool, let's go. Your mind gonna just pick it up, you because that's where your intention is. And intention is everything with that. So if you're intentionally being jealous of somebody, like I'm gonna be jealous, I'm gonna try to knock them off their game and stuff, and blah blah blah. Yeah, ain't nothing about to come to you like that. Matter of fact, I take that back. It's something is gonna come to you. All the energy and madness and jealousy and envy that you doing and having those demons control you. Yeah, yep. It's just gonna inflame all that, and then you're gonna be so miserable. Or I don't know, you might be so happy, like you know what I'm saying. But like at the end of the day, like you really have to take control. You have to. Let me put that prompt back up, bruh. Since everybody got their, you know, crash out done, getting it off their chest. You know what I'm saying? Like you really gotta recover your mind. And so one greatest way is first you really have to identify. You have to be aware of those things. So I'm so glad that I became aware of, like, man, you was a little brat when you was little. You was like jealous of this and jealous of that, not knowing you had everything that everybody wanted. Like you lived on 13 plus acres. That's a lot of acreage. You was like wealthy in land, bruh. And some people living in an apartment with 1 bedroom or something. They don't got no backyard for nothing. Like you like bruh, really? Like you got teachers at school who they really do love you and believe in you, and then you got some kids who don't have nobody believing in them. Like, hello, be grateful for what you got. It may not look like much, but it is much more to somebody else on the outside looking in. So be grateful for what you got. What up, V? But
What up?
yeah,
Hey,
man.
Witty.
Huh? What you say?
Hey, boo.
Nah, it's been so long, man, since I've been up on this live, bruh. But I'm spitting that gym, man, like because I just I just desire for people to really gain control over their minds and stop being the victim mindset. Stop clinging on to that. Stop being addicted, like what we were talking about, being addicted, because you don't have to be addicted to substance. You can be addicted to that too. And we've talked about that earlier. You know what I'm saying? And it was mind blowing to me when we were talking about it. I'm like, yo, people do really be so addicted to being the victim. Like, nah, like it's like, dang, you're acting like the damsel in distress. Like you want somebody to come and save you and coddle you and baby you. Like, dang, you want me to buy you a pacifier for Christmas? Like, bruh. Like, it's getting to that level. Like, you know, or, oh, they don't care about us. Ooh, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was talking earlier about, like, actually, we was in, like, the WhatsApp group. And we was talking about how, like, okay, in certain lives, certain communities, you know what I'm saying? They say this and say that. And then I'm like, okay, for example, shout out to my T people. You know what I'm saying? My trans people, shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying? That. However, when it comes to, like, of course, the social stuff or whatever, it's like I got kicked out of, let me say this, I got kicked out of some trans groups because I'm non-binary. I don't be so identified with this body. It's just be me, right? So, yay. However, I got kicked out of groups. I was like, hold up, how a community I'm supposed to be a part of? You know, hey, Empress, I feel like you. Like, hey, man, you ain't gonna do me like that, but but I was just being real with them. I was being so authentic and just raw with it, raw, uncut, and real. And I was letting them know, like, hey, you are so focused on transitioning the body that you ain't even trying to transition your mind. And you wondering why you still getting triggered and you getting upset and all this. Because you ain't developing a strong mindset. You not. Then here you talking about, oh, they treat us wrong, they treat us bad, and blah blah blah. Yeah, well, welcome to adulthood. If you going from female to male, welcome to manhood. Oh, you thought it was gonna be easy, huh? Yeah, no. Like, stop that. Shit, it's barely easy being a woman. Okay, so hello, choose a struggle, cause it ain't gonna be so fair. Oh, they're not treating us fair, and nah. Hey, look, here's my question. Why do you want your oppressor to be fair with you? They don't even like you to begin with. They want to control you. They want, like, hello, they want dominance over you. They want to mind control you. In the words of my wife, they want to mind fuck you, okay? Let's just be clear. Like raw and uncut, okay? Unfiltered. They want to mind fuck you and have you as a slave. And you over here talk about they're not fair. That's what, not even just that community, it's with all the other communities too. Oh, they don't give, us melanated people fair enough. We know already. What you think they gonna change for? Hello, this has been happening for how many years? Centuries, decades, so much been going on of mind control and human slavery. You think they still gonna be fair after all those years? Fuck no. Come on now. Let's be fucking clear on this. I'm tired of people thinking it's gonna be fair. You want to make it fair? Let's play the game. Let's boss the fuck up and let's fight. Or you can be, a little chicken shit and stay where you at and call it a day. The problem is, don't nobody want to stand up. They don't, how can I say this? It's not enough people having strong, stone cold, brass balls to stand up and say, fuck this. I don't care I don't care if y'all discriminate on me. I don't care. I'm standing up for what I believe in and what I strongly know, because this is wrong. This is dirty. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, nope. Like, being rebellious. No, don't nobody want to be rebellious. It's like a smudge handful of people that are, and then people like, y'all just doing it. Y'all need to do something better with y'all life. Like, y'all need to do something better. Y'all wasting y'all time trying to get these people to do this. No, they not. They stand up for what they believe in. If you join fuck in, maybe it'll work out even better. Hello? Like, so at the end of the day, like, you really got to stand up for yourself too. Especially for those who's been bullied all their lives, been like basically controlled, molested, all that stuff. Man, find your voice. Stand the fuck up. Recover your mind. Don't be no high-minded shit. Don't be doing that shit. No, be your own individual. Stop trying to fit the fuck in. Oh my God, I'm not fitting it. What is this, high school? It's like, just stop. Like, matter of fact, you need to heal. Start going within. Sometimes facing, in the words of Mike, facing that man in the mirror is very hard, but it's worth it. You gotta look in that mirror and just call yourself out. I know I do. I'm like, man, you fucked up somewhere. Like, hey, bruh, it's time to get that corrected. And then I also, in the same notion, I also praise myself. I'm like, man, you did that. Oh, look at you. You looking. Oh, you look. And especially when I dress up, or even when I don't dress up. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, if you could do this when you naked, you have so much confidence in you. Like, just like the next time you take a bath and shower, before you even get in there, you look at yourself and be like, oh, you sexy. Oh, look at you. Like, yeah, literally give yourself that praise. Pour into you. Like, really, like, don't wait till somebody say, oh, you sexy or you beautiful. No, don't wait for that. You do it for yourself. So that way, like, it's just going to be a bonus when somebody else says it. Like, you're not going to be like, oh my God. You ain't going to be all crazy about it. You're going to be like, oh, okay, gratitude, I received that, gratitude, thank you. But you poured all that confidence and that Godfidence back into you. You gave yourself so much, praise. And it's not just being cocky. It's not. You are putting more into you than you did someone else. Because usually we'll pour all ourselves into somebody else and respect and trying to expect that to be back towards us, like reciprocated. And it not always be. It don't. That's why I was like, man, I ain't got no expectations like that on a lot of people, unless it's like we agreed on something. Then I'm like, okay, I'm expecting you to do this, especially like in business or on like apps like this. If you got a partnership with somebody and they said, hey, we're gonna go into business together, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, blase, like, and then they don't hold up their end of the bargain. Yeah, that's a problem. I'm gonna have to fuck you up. No violence is needed. However, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold up. But that's why people don't like contracts and agreements. One, they can't read them. It's time to read them. It's time to teach yourself how to read them, or go to a lawyer and have a one-on-one session on how to read a contract or agreement form. Very needed. I think I need everybody to do that, because you don't know what the fuck you signing. Whether that's in business, whether that's in life, whether that's you going to court and signing something. Hey, we need you to sign this. Nah, I need to read it. Give me a day or two, because nope, I ain't about to just sign this shit. Whether you going to be an athlete, music artist, whatever. Look at those contracts. And I should know, because I had signed a false contract before, and then I had got scammed. Yeah, that's how I know. But I also taught myself how to read them too. I was like, yep, lesson learned. So that's why I actually like the agreements or the little contract agreements and stuff like that, terms and conditions as you see on websites, because it holds us both accountable. Because if one of us breaches this, one of us can sue each other. Like, nope, you didn't hold up your end of the bargain. You look, it says we both agreed on this. You did not deliver. Yeah, I'm about to get you. Yep, we about to go to court for this. I'm about to serve you. Yep, and I'm so glad I got a copy. You got a copy. So you can't be like, oh, well, I wasn't aware of that. Yes, you was. You got a contract. You signed it. Like, stop playing. Stop playing dumb. Because people out here do be playing dumb. Duh. Knowing dang well nah, you smart. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to play me. Stop that. So it's like, nah, y'all, you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to all that. Pay attention to yourself even more, because sometimes you might be operating off an old identity that you tried to heal from, and now it's coming back. You be like, damn, I was trying to stop doing that. Like, my old self used to do that, and I'm trying to grow and not do that, but here you are doing it. I had to stop my own self from a lot of stuff. I'm like, hold up, bruh. Hold up now. Now, you know what I'm saying? You used to do this. Why are you trying to do that again? You're repeating that. It's a pattern. You got to understand your patterns. You got to understand, like, your habits, because your habits do become pattern. What you repeat over and over and over and over and over and over and over again becomes what? It becomes a habit. It becomes a pattern, and then it becomes your fucking nature. It becomes who you are and your character, like, for real. So it's best to really know who you are inside and out, from the old you identity to the now you. Like, you have to do self-evaluation. You have to re-identify your self-concept, like, concept of self. Like, you have to. That is a must. Some people ain't gonna want to do it because it seems like it's too much work. No, it's not. I'll give you one book recommendation: The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. Read it. It's lit. You can listen to it too. You ain't even got to pick up the book. You can go on YouTube. Matter of fact, I might re-upload it somewhere, man. Y'all can go listen to it. It's all free. You can go Audible, all that stuff. I'm only recommending that book because, one, an experience, it helped me out. And then it helped the other people out because I was telling them how to do so. I was using the techniques that was in there, and it was helping them out in their life. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I never thought about self-concept and, about how to rewire my subconscious mind. Like, hey, I ain't know nothing about that. I thought it was just like affirmations. Yes, you can affirm all day. I am this, I am that. But if you don't believe it, not even believe. Because, believe the lie. It's not a lie. I mean, if it is, you believed every other lie somebody told you. Oh, you ugly. You not pretty. You not handsome. You dumb. Oh, you just seeking attention? Yeah, that was a lie too. But you believed it. Why did you believe it? It was a lie. So create a new lie. But it ain't going to be no new lie. It's going to be the truth. Because you're going to be like, yo, that's the truth. That's me. That's facts. I affirm that. That's me. That's who I am. And then you're going to operate in that. For example, like years ago, 2010, I told myself that it started with the I wanted to be a music artist, right? I'm like, oh, I want to be known for my music because, I'm a writer. But then I started to use my voice and do some little rapping. But so I was like, I want to be known for my music, and then I want to make some money with my graphic designs. Mind you, my graphic designs was very shitty. I don't know why. I mean, I was just starting off, doing designs and utilizing softwares and stuff. However, I said this was what I wanted. I was like, hey, I want to get known for my music, but I also want to, upgrade my skills and get paid for graphic designs and my videography works, right? Cool. That's what I said I wanted, right? Y'all hear that, right? Cool. Check this out. When I really had conviction and really made a decision that this is who I want to be, this is me, guess what happened? I started moving that direction. I started literally upgrading my skills, watching tutorial videos, how to be a better graphic designer, learning how to mix and master my own music, how to get a studio, watching videos on how to create my own studio without having paying $100 and $500 an hour for studio time and stuff like that. I started to really be that identity. That means become, like, just be it already. And when you be it, you're going to start moving in that direction. Your body is like, because I gave that command to me, to my body, to my mind. I put that in my mind. I said, this is who I am. This is part of me. Yo, I'm a music artist. I get paid for my work. I started to really command that of myself. And it became reality. I was so into that identity. I wasn't even aware of it became into fruition. I literally started getting paid for my graphic designs. People started hitting me up. Hey, you do graphics? yeah, oh, I see your work, I like it. Hey, how much you charge? Then this blew my mind. They was like, how much you charge? And I was like, oh snap. Like I don't even know the price now because part of me had a little self doubt. I didn't believe or think anybody was going to pay for my services, but I was like, you're counterproductive because you said this is what you wanted. Why are you going against yourself? Why are you going against your new identity? Like, why? You said you want this. Now you're like, I don't know now. I don't know if I could do it. You can do it. You see all these people want graphic designs, local businesses too at that. They want what you got. They want you to do a new logo. They want you to do a freaking truck wrap and stuff like that. I was like, whoa, oh, okay. So I started to really buckle down on that. So I became that. And still till this day, people get designs from me. I'm just now coming out of retirement for it. Just in a whole new era and spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Music, not so much. I mean, I got some songs out there, but yeah, I ain't be like, yeah, I'm not gun ho about it. My main thing is mental health. My main thing is soul treatment. My main thing is, electrifying, abundance in other people's lives too along the way and helping them get what they want in life too. You know what I'm saying? As long as it don't harm nobody else, we Gucci, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really made that command with my mind. So I know that recovery of your mind is real. It's reality. You could do it. I even said this about wanting to upgrade my skills in graphics, but this time I said, you know what? I want to start doing designs for celebrities. Yeah, I said that. I said celebrities. I said, top music artists that's in this industry and everything. No P. Diddy, because I ain't do no designs for Diddy. No, I'm going to just say that right now. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy. No Diddy. But I started to move in that same motion. I said, now this time I was like, I want to up my skills and and create designs for celebrities, right? Check this out. Remember what I said. Once I put that in my mind and made that my decision, because all you're doing is making a decision. When you make a decision, guess what? You made a command. You decided it. That means it's real. It's happening. It ain't no for play. It ain't fake. It ain't play. No, it's real this time. You made a decision. Hey, I'm making a decision. This is what I want to do. So I started moving that direction. I started doing little, promotional cover arts, to showcase my skills for my portfolio. Started doing some designs. I took like some artists like photography photos, cut them out and all this sort of stuff, make some dope designs, right? Cover art, right? Cool. Tell me why I did that. Next thing you know, guess what started to happen? The same thing with the graphics in the beginning. It started to happen with this. People started hitting me up like, hey, club owners, all that. Hey, can you do a flyer? We got this headliner coming. I'm like, who's the headliner? Oh, Jeezy. What? Jeezy. Young Jeezy? Yep, Young Jeezy coming. We need you to do this headline because we're going to print the flyers out and everything. And next thing you know, I started seeing him promote the flyer that I designed for his show. I was like, oh, snap. I done did it. Like at first I was like, okay, it's just a flyer, whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm telling y'all, because I was just so in tune with that identity and being and moving in that direction and stuff and being that in that now, it just started to move. I did it for Young Jeezy, I did it for 3 6 Mafia, I did a whole mixtape cover for Coops the Nicka. And it's just me sharing my story to letting y'all know that you can recover your mind and get rid of a lot of that gunk and you can create a whole new blueprint for your mental. You don't have to be in that same identity you was like 10, 20 years ago. No, that ain't you no more. That's old. You're not the iPhone 6S. You're not the old Android. And you know what I'm saying? You a whole new phone, man. You're not even a phone. You anything you desire to be. You can do that. Why is it that it is so acceptance for a little kid to be like, oh, when I grow up, I want to be a firefighter. Oh, you're so cute. But when we get to adult size, oh, you're being fake. Oh, you faking it till you make it. Why is that? Why? That's so wrong. So it was cute when we was little. When we get older in this avatar, oh, now it's a problem. Like, make that fucking make sense, bruh. For real. That's just terrible. Like, no. You still use your imagination. You still use that. You still actually decide and literally with some conviction that like, yo, this is what I want to do and this is who I am. You decide who you are. Don't let nobody fucking decide who you are. That's why I always ask that question. Like when somebody be like, oh, well, you're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to do this. Pause for one. It ain't no we thing. Since when did we started speaking French? Like, I'm trying to figure that part out first, okay? And then number two, who the fuck are you to tell me what I should be doing? Last time I checked, you don't govern this body. I'm in it, not you. Hello? Like, bruh. Then they want to get mad because you rebelling and you not letting them control you. Yeah, no. Fuck all that. Nope. Nope. Don't let nobody tell you who the fuck you are. That's why you should know who you are already. So they don't put their ideologies on you. They don't put their labels on you. Oh, this what you are. Yeah, no. Your mama. Not I. Nah, don't say your mom. You might start fights now. Cause you know some people got weak egos. They might want to fight you now, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I went in that direction. I moved in a direction. I just did so many, like, it didn't hit me until I did a design for Snoop Dogg. It blew my mind. And I was like, I ain't doing no design for no Snoop. At first, when it came to me, it was the brand ambassador, not a brand ambassador. It was a company that he was doing branding a partnership for. I didn't know it. I don't be in Snoop Dogg business. Shout out to Snoop. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been in his business like that. But they came to him. They be like, hey, we want you to do this video flyer design, and it's for Snoop Dogg. I'm like, Snoop Dogg, okay, yeah, haha. Like, I'm thinking they lying, right? They was like, no, it really is. Here's the idea of the video flyer. Here's the video of him, blah blah blah. It did not hit me until I started editing the video, and I was like, hold up, this was before AI. Let me put that out there. This was before AI got popular. Like I said, this was like in 2013, not even 2013. What was that? 2014. Way before it even got popular to have AI stuff, right? Like way before that time. So, you know what I'm saying? So when I was editing the video and stuff and I heard the voice, you know how Snoop is, the Snoop deal double jizzle, got that sticky icky icky. I was like, oh snap, I'm doing the design for Snoop. And it just blew my mind like, yo, you really is and became what you decided to be. Utilizing your mind power. You became that. Look at this. Look what you're doing. You're getting paid for your graphic designs. People know you for your music. Your music channels got over 500,000 channel views and stuff. That's 500,000 people that listen to your stuff. Even if you thought it was whack, they still listen to it. They still downloaded the mixtapes and everything. Like I remember I ran into somebody like when I was going to pick up my brother from school. Somebody in his school that was like the front desk clerk. She knew me for my music. She was like, "Hey, aren't you so and so? Like you do music?" I was like, I was getting a little skeptical. I was like, "Yeah." They was like, "Oh my God, I still got your mixtape CD in my car." I was like, "Who the fuck keeps a CD?" Oh, what? Man, and that was in 2023 too with that incident. I was like, "Do you know how old that CD is? That was 2010. That was 2010. You still kept it?" So what was that? 10, what was that? Y'all do the math, man. What was that like? Close to like what? I'm gonna do an estimate, like about 10 plus years, right? I was like, yo, you still got that? Like you valued that. So I was giving out so much value. But you don't have to, like I said, stay away from that high mindset. Know that you won. Mind plus your soul, like, yo, you won. You are one. You control your body. You control that. Don't nobody else do that. Don't nobody else control that but you. I mean, unless you don't want to, then hey, to each his own, that's your life. Like, that's your life. I'd rather have control over me. Over all of me. My mind, body, and soul. Like, I don't need nobody else governing this. Nobody, nope. Nope, no co-pilot, none of that shit. No. Uh-uh. I can drive the plane by myself. I know how to put it on autopilot. Like, I don't need no extra. Like, for real. And just knowing that too, all these mental health stigmas they got, and this and that, being prejudiced around people who got mental health issues, or when they going through something mentally and stuff that's draining and stuff. Hey man, don't be making fun of people. You know what I'm saying? That shit dangerous, man. It can harm somebody. And I seen it, but not seeing it harm, but I seen what harm it does, especially on these TikTok lives and on social media as a whole. It's like, yo, y'all are. I mean, I can almost guarantee it. Some of y'all who be verbally abusing people on these lives have been literally either being bullied when you were in school, or you became the bullier. Like you was the bully. You were either getting bullied or you were doing the bullying, or you were both. You was getting bullied at the house, so you decided to be a bully at school, and that's just all bad. Like I've seen it. I've seen this is the reason why Mental health is so top tier, above time. I'm saying it's above time. Mental health, soul treatment, that's both of those is above time. That is the top of the fruit tree. That is the tree that needs to be the most ripest. Everything else is low hanging fruit. The materialistic stuff, that's low hanging fruit. Why? Because you can go get that. It's easy. It's simple to go ahead and get your credit up to 600, 800. That's a game right there. That's just points. Like, you can do that. You can go budget your money and stuff like that. Like, bruh. Like, you could do all that. Yep. See, look, somebody look real now. She said what? Yeah, now I bully the bully. Exact, bruh. Let me tell you something. It ain't even just bullying the bully, man. I was outsmarting the bullies, man. I was making them bullies mad because I knew one thing about a bully is that some bullies, a lot of bullies, guess what? They have weak mindsets and weak egos. So if I can control the way I react and respond to you, when you get mad, all I gotta do is say something in a certain tone. I can control you. All right, bet. All right, I got that. Bet, let go. Bet. And did. Once somebody was trying to bully me in the workforce, and he was talking about, oh, you need to come up here, you need to work, you need to do this and do that. He's trying to sun me. I was like, all right, watch this shit. In the calmest tone, yet I ain't gonna lie, I was trolling, but it was in a calm tone. I was like, I would come up there and help you, but you whining. Why are you whining? He was like, what? Man, I'm a grown man and blah, blah, blah. I was laughing. I was cracking the fuck up. I was grinning like a mug, bruh. I was grinning like the Chucky doll, bruh. I was grinning like him. I was like, yeah, go ahead. You touch me, I'm about to slice and dice you, bruh. I'm going to slice and dice you. Y'all see the name? Dice, bruh. Stop playing. No, but nobody was harming that incident and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But he was taller than me, too. However, I had more control than him. Not because I said everything in a subtle tone, but I knew I could control him. All I had to do was say a certain word and he would have attacked me. Beep. I would have pressed the button. Beep. He would have came and try to harm me and everything. Yeah. But yeah, you got to control your mind, bro. Y'all got to control y'all minds and stuff like that. That's why I'm so gung ho on like freaking mental health and stuff. Yep, for real, real awakening from within, like for real. I tell people, I'm like, look, all you doing is responding and reacting. That's what you're doing right now in life. You responding and reacting. If you can literally master how you respond and how you react, oh my gosh. Like, yo, you are forced to be reckoned with, man. Somebody can cuss you out right now. Somebody can call me the B word. They can call me the B word. I know somebody else can't handle that, but I can. Because why? I was verbally abused since I was little, growing up. Getting called all type of names in the book. Now, it just created such, like, a hardcore shell on my mind that, verbally can't nobody harm me like that. They be like, oh, you a B. It's the letter B. Rhymes with the, itch at the end. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Female dog in the dictionary. Y'all know that word. I don't think I can say it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got this where it says, don't overly cuss and use profanity. Bah, man, fuck it. I'm going to say it anyway. Yeah, they could call me a bitch, but I ain't going to respond and react to it. I'm going to laugh at them. Then they get mad. Oh, I just called you a bitch, but you laughing. You ain't mad? Hell no. It ain't hurt my feelings. But let me say it to you. Now watch what happens when I say it to you. You gonna be mad at me. You gonna try and beat me up physically because you couldn't defeat me verbally and emotionally and mentally. I got you on all three levels. That matters the most. Because if in a fight, physically, when you fighting somebody, if you lose control over your mental and your emotions, you done. You already lost. Because you're going to go in there swinging, doing all type of stuff, and now you in survival mode because, it's life versus, unalive. But at the end of the day, you got to control you because you got to determine if that fight is even worth it. Like, they can talk all they want. Oh, I'll beat you. I'll do this to you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, you ain't even worth the fight, bro. Like, you're not even worth the fight at all. I wouldn't, like, in a professionalism, I wouldn't even accept going against you. Not because you think I'm afraid, because you're not worth it. Let me battle somebody that's worth it. Like, dang, at least let us be on the same level because you're not on my level and it ain't worth it. You're beneath me in this case. Yes, I said it. You're beneath me in this fight. It is not worth it. I got stuff to lose anyways. Like, do I really risk wanting to lose that? Yeah, no, it ain't worth this person. Like, it ain't worth it. Then they get mad because you did not give them the fight that they want. Yeah, don't give nobody the fight that they want. I mean, Some of us on this panel, we know sometimes we be like, you know what, I got time today. I control your ass now. Let me troll you real quick. Get on your nerves. Then you gonna be mad and then block me. I know, I know D, I know Empress, I know V. We all went through some things like that on these lives and stuff where people get mad. They didn't want to block us.
Yep, you know the blockity block you. They block you. They tell their friends to block you. You know.
Man,
I've some people are still holding meetings over it.
yeah, they still trying to bring up the old shit, huh?
Yep.
In that last live, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nigga, why you still on that last live? That was like 6 months ago. Like you
That
still,
part.
or somebody would come in the live and be like, "Oh, you're this, you're that." They be all in the chats, just blowing up the chats and stuff. I'm like, first of all, why are you still here if you don't like what I have to say? Like, why are you still here? That says a lot about you. A lot about you. You like being here. No, I don't, but you still here, dummy. Hello. I have to call you dumb because you acting like it. Maybe if you was smart, that means you would have left the room. Hello, duh. Then they get mad. I'm at the report your page. Ah, bruh. Here we go. We got to cry, baby. I'm just saying, bruh. Hey, yep.
Never met so many people that literally talked about how they want accountability, yada yada yada. They want to be adults, and then go and press the tattletale button.
Yep, and then he go on a social site. If you're on social media, it'd be like, "Oh, you 7 day ban." What? How the? I'm banned for 7 days. Man, let me go on another site, man. Y'all messing with me, bro. Like for real, dog. I'm so serious, man. I'm just saying, all this is coming from experience, not just from some books, man. Hey, yep. Real awakening. I'm like, man, here go the crybabies, man. Stop being a crybaby. Why you whining? I'm gonna start saying that in the lives. When I go in some lives and I hear somebody whining, I'm like, yo, hey, bro, let me ask you a question. Why you whining? Then here he go. Watch, I can guarantee you, I'm gonna be in the live. And I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna just here for it. And then I'm gonna just go up there and be like, yo, I just got a question for this one person. Why are you whining? Excuse me? What? I already know how they're gonna react. What? Man, I ain't whining. They're gonna lose control. Just from that word. Why, like the words, why are you whining? Because guess what happened? They didn't heal from that because they heard that when they was little. Somebody told you, why you being a crybaby? Why you whining? Like, bruh. So there's some things there is some things that you really have to heal from. So when you hear it, it ain't even gonna bother you. You can be like, oh man, that ain't nothing. That's some shit. That ain't nothing. Like, and it'd be you know what? I would expect this from people who are teenagers right now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's way lower than 18. I would not expect this from anybody. Like, okay, I might expect this from somebody in the little 20s, maybe. By the time you get to 29, that's a cutoff rate. Like, come on, bro. By this time, your brain should have already been like a little bit somewhat mature at a level. Like, you know how to kind of stand your own mentally, maybe. But I'm seeing it more so with people up in the millennial ages. Like, bruh, from the 30s all the way to the 50s and 60s. I'm like, y'all need to get off and touch some grass, go rub on your dog or something. Like, y'all needs to go do something with.
I don't know. They gotta pet the dog. Something. I don't think rubbing is an option for some people. They gotta just pet the dog.
You know what you right? Pet it. I needed a tap tap.
Yeah. You know.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that
Can I pet
quarterback.
that dog?
Hey, you know what, Empress? Let me tell you something. Y'all know what? I'm so glad. A lot of times, I'm so grateful that my nice little dogs be so mean because I don't want everybody touching my dog and being friendly. That's the way to get my dog snatched up. Like, because if you see it, then you might want to say, "Oh, come here, buddy." No, my dog be looking at you like, "Nah, bro, get away from me."
Yeah, my dog is like that too. He don't mess with nobody.
My mama said, "Don't." My mama and daddy said, "Don't mess with nobody." Hey, look, kids included. Nope. You look like you about to steal me. Nope. Like for real, man. But like in a way, it's kind of counterproductive when it comes to like certain relatives and stuff. Like, but I'm like, you know what? I love my dog. Like, well, no, people need to go out and go zen. Like for real, they need to go be in nature and be one or something. Like Wusa, the power of Like meditation, go meditate. Go be silent. Stop being so addicted to chaos. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a former chaos addict. I was so addicted to all the drama and stuff like that. I still love me a little tea, but bruh, it's draining. It's so draining. You get so consumed by chaos. If you don't know how can I say this? If you don't know how to move and be in peace with chaos and not allow it to alter your aura and kind of actually not allow it to piss you the fuck off even when it don't have shit to do with you, yeah, because a lot of this stuff don't have nothing to do with a lot of this. Like, it might have to do with something what we believe in or a principle that we stand tenfold on. I can get that. However, you know, like I would say, talk about something that is worth standing up for, like, the PDS type stuff. No one wants to talk about that. They be like, nah, they want to rub that under the rug and stuff like that. I'm like, why you want to push that under the rug, dog? Like, that shit is serious. Because I've seen it in certain lives when it comes to dating and when it comes to the age range of dating. And then here goes some guys, well, I think we should go to this. What the fuck? Bro, just say you want to have kids so you can date them. Let's just be clear. No, that ain't me. No, that is. You want to have a daughter. That's why but I can't just say to guys because there be women like that too. Oh my God, I'm so in love with my son. He's my king. No, he's your son. Stop that. Stop. Don't do that. He is his own person, own individual. He has his own life. Stop doing that. Yes, it's okay. You love your child. Yeah, you love your child. Yeah, but don't be so intimate with him or with her, because that's a whole different level on some other, like, especially if we talking about the intimacy level at the level we talking about. Don't do that like that. Like, that's why they be having problems being highly sexual and all this other stuff because of that. And it ain't just, that's because I love them and everything. Then you get mad when your son he's really in love with a woman and he want to marry her. Now you get mad. Why you getting mad? Why? Why are you getting mad? Because he wants to marry someone he loves. And what if she is really a great woman? What if she's really a great girl? She loves him for who he is. She helps him through everything. She helps with his mindset. Like, she is literally like golden. Like, he help her too. They heal each other. Like, yeah, it's a great thing with them. But you mad. And then when it comes to the wedding, you want it to be all about you and not her wedding. It's her wedding. That ain't fucking yours. I done seen some shit like that. I was like, this is no. This is weird. She need help. We need somebody in there to, yeah. Like, why are you wanting this? And then I can see where it might be because it's a family dynamic where, you know, you have, of course, divorce, etc. This still accounts for mental health because some people do be mentally hurt by what happened in a divorce or a breakup or whatever, or not even just that. They father or mama probably passed away, and then that they're just widow or widower and stuff like that. So, and that still plays in that mind, the mindset of it. And so then it's like they attach themselves onto somebody else's life and make that their whole entire life. Like, what happens if you make your entire life, and then they leave the nest? And then now you mad, now you lonely, now you sad and stuff. Why? That's because you made it all about them and not just about y'all as a whole. You took care of them. Yes, you nurtured them, all that, but at least help them grow and to be their own individual. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, bruh, for real. And then that's why some guys, like, I know there's mommy boys, daddy's girls and stuff, but sometimes they do have a problem when it comes to a relationship. Because of, like, oh, man, I've seen it so, oh, my God, it's be so.
Let's talk about that.
Man, it be so crazy. I be like, yo, what's going on? This is why I love mental health, because you can see the psychological damages stuff be happening to people. Like, for real, in society, it's so mediocre on these standards. Like, oh, it's okay.
Man. So my partner, yeah, his mom really did a number on him.
See, look.
She embedded this fear in him that's so deep that literally I'm being held accountable for her actions, what she did to her ex-husband.
Wow. Please expand on that. See, Exhibit A, y'all. Here we go.
Yeah, so when she was with his dad, my partner's dad,
I forget what happened that initially started the divorce, but they were going through divorce. And she decided that she was essentially going to take everything she could from him. And it got to such a point that he actually left, retired at his job, by the way, left the state of California just to get away from her and paying her. Yeah. She took 50% of his retirement. Oh, she took so much from that dude. Now she's spent this entire time since then literally convincing her son that all women are going to do that. That's all they're going to do. So yeah, he has this fear now that's
The mom that did that, that's the dad.
well, I mean, no, she really took him to the cleaners. Like, really took him to the cleaners. I understand why he moved to another state just to get away from her. I get it. Yeah, you have to meet her.
Oh, she's one of those.
Yeah, she's like
Hold up, hold
she's
up.
a helicopter mom, like super tough. She
One
would
of
rather
those.
do everything for him than him even take the chance or risk anything doing it himself. To this day.
I'm so done with. And she said, "Oh, she one of those."
Yeah, she's one of those. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love his mom. That's his mom. More so, I love her because I have to.
Oh, so you
But
tolerate her, so you can tolerate her
she did her son an a disservice.
because he act like he can't do everything for himself, huh?
Yeah, and he doesn't see his.
Oh, what's
A
he,
lot of the time, he doesn't see
what you
his
call it?
error in the situation.
Yeah, what did y'all call? Oh my god, I know one of y'all know what it is. I'm trying to think of this word. What is it like? Did she like handicap him or something like that? What is that called? Is that what it's called? Where it's like enable? There you go.
Yeah,
Enable.
she definitely enabled him hardcore.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that with a roommate. I'm like, dang, bro, you have no individuality of yourself. Like, what happens if your mom unalive? What happens? Who's gonna do that?
That part.
Then he gonna be looking for a woman to do it for him. He gonna be looking for you to do it.
Man, yo, let me tell you,
He gonna be like, well, my
we're trying
mom.
to figure it out now. But yo, even I have a max capacity at some point, so I don't know. We'll see. I might not be in a relationship that long.
No, yeah, you might explode. I'm like, well, I ain't your damn slave. I ain't
Man,
your
let me
mama.
tell
Like,
you, there's a lot of
it could be like
entitlement.
that. It could be it be like that at times. You know, it could
Yeah,
get.
I'm trying to see if we can work past it, but
It's gonna be a
I'm
lot
not
of.
gonna hold my breath.
I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of healing on his end. He got to see it, but he not gonna see it. Especially if his mom is still the number one woman in his life, and you not. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she's not, but it doesn't change like the entitlement that she just she did him dirty. Like I know she loves him, but she did him dirty.
Oh, so, he ain't seen the manipulation in that. How please look. I mean, you don't have to say how old he is. Hopefully, he in some age ranges. Like that's like a mature mind part. Like he ain't super young and dumb.
Nah, he's not. I'll give him credit though. He's not. It's not like he hasn't made changes. Like he has. The question is, are those changes enough considering where we are now?
Is he the only child?
Huh?
Is he the only child?
No, he has one other sister. Yeah, he comes from a really small family. But like his mom is the same way towards her. She's just instead, will take a stand against her.
Wow, man, that's
Daughters do.
bruh, bruh.
Yeah. What was that?
That was so much gems right there. So much.
Daughters always challenge the mom, man. This is how
Yeah.
it is here.
Yeah.
Well, wait, doesn't it goes for the same thing with the dads and the sons too? This is why, like, sometimes the dad be mad at the wife and be like, "Dang, you always being soft on him, and he don't run."
Uh-huh.
That makes sense. Makes sense. What do y'all think that kind of like came from? Really back
Children.
since back when? You know what I'm saying? In those ages. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not really sure what it come from. I guess like resentment sometimes, like in failed marriages and things like that. Like I've seen so many different types of movie, the drama movies where the mom be upset just because the dad enjoys being a dad more than he enjoyed being a husband.
Oh,
You
see,
know, so it'd be a whole beef right there.
I never think about that. Yup,
Yeah.
yup, because we spend all the time with the kids. That's where I know it's gonna sound like I'm cringing using this word, but shout out to my wife for this one. She was teaching me about balance. You gotta balance it. I'm like, what you mean balance? I don't know how to do all that stuff. But then I thought about like, you do know how to balance. You rode a bike before. You balanced it. But it's different.
Man.
It's different.
Yeah.
You
Yo,
gotta
let me tell you, this is how
balance.
weird it gets. Like she's been in a 10-year relationship.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna get married. They don't even live together. Yeah, and no plans to either.
Oh well, maybe it works out for them because there is some couples that are like that.
Sounds
That is so
like a great
strange to me.
arrangement to me.
That's so strange to me.
How is that strange?
I can't, like, I mean, if you can't live with your partner, how much can you really love them? I feel like it's
But
more
that's
at
the
that
thing,
point.
though. I think this is where humans and society this is where we lose the plot. We are individual people here on an individual mission that works together that makes a whole. I refuse. We're not doves, bro. Like, I don't know. It's simply because I've moved out of that space. And I think that we're so brainwashed for love to look one specific type of way that, like, it's a trap. Because what if you're just simply not that person? Like, what if you're an individual who enjoy their autonomy, they enjoy their space, but they do also enjoy company? Like, why do I have to breathe the same air that you breathe every single minute of the day? Unhand me, please.
I think it's because it's like socially constructed. We've seen it on movies so many times with the romantic stuff, romantic comedy and all that, like the hopeless romantic stuff. Remember those things? And then it's like it's been played on the mind so much, impressed on the mind so many times. Like it.
Right, and that's why this is where then you're losing your mind. You're
Yep.
unraveling because you've lost a sense of self into someone else. Like, there's no individuality, there's no autonomy. You don't know who you are. Like, this morning, I'm talking to a client literally about to unalive themselves, really early in their 20s, with someone else. And when I'm talking to her and I'm like, hey, like, it sounds like you might need, like, that you need to talk to somebody. And she's like, yeah, no, my partner's not going to allow that. They're going to get mad.
Wait,
You're
what?
literally about to unalive yourself. And I'm telling you what you need to do to get yourself some mental help, get yourself some mental support, and you're worried about the next person who clearly does not make space for you to even share how you feel. Like,
Oh
there's no such thing as self-preservation anymore. Like, I like it, it leaves me flabbergasted.
nah, bruh, you ain't lying. That's why I mean the
I'm
people
okay with
who
it. I'm okay with love looking different. Like, I understand, and I realize that even in my own situation, that the picture that I end up with in the end is probably not going to be at all like I initially thought it would. But if you guys can't even live together, I mean,
But I feel like it sounds like she's an older woman, and maybe
yeah.
there's properties involved. Maybe there's finances that might look
yeah.
different. There
That's
could
what
be
I
a
thought
whole
too,
lot
and
of
I
different stuff.
questioned
Likely
her
to
on
move
it.
in with
It's
each
not the
other
case.
and
Wait, hold
be
up. What you
together
say?
in
What you say,
some
D?
cases. Older people, like if they're both comfortable in their spaces. I remember it was an older couple. They didn't live together in the same apartment. They stayed across the hall from each other and they was married. And that's how they was. That was their relationship.
And they're happy.
I mean,
Like,
I
Yeah.
could
they're
probably understand
content.
if you lived across the
Yeah.
hall. I
Mm-hmm.
I get it more.
Yeah,
But
she was
yeah.
tired of them. Or he was tired. I mean, they was had their limits though, like because they worked together too.
Oh,
So
that was it.
Ah,
yeah, so I think
yeah.
so, but it's I don't know. But then like it was another couple that I had read about their story. They had met in their 50s and they got married. And as far as what I know, they got married and started doing their business together, and they still together. You know.
Yo,
So
what's the
I
name?
mean, different stories.
Untitled said, my bad to interrupt. Untitled in the chat said, gotta find your own, gotta fill your own cup and love your soul foremost before you're capable of giving it no conditions. Exactly. But you know what? Also, too, my bad. Like, also, too, you have to be your own safe space too, because
Mm-hmm.
then you're gonna expect anybody you with to be your safe space and be everything that you want them to be for you, but you're not being that for yourself. Because the moment they go, you're gonna be very distraught. Oh my god, my whole world crumbled. Type stuff. Like, yeah. So people who be, booking me for like, mental health coaching and soul treatment sessions and stuff, I tell them like, you got to be a safe space for yourself. Well, how do you do that? Oh, I got you. We about to do some deep work, okay? Got to give you a little blueprint too. This is not a one size fits all. You just try this out for a while, and then I'm gonna add to it. But yeah, you have to be there for yourself, because if not, yeah, it's gonna be so unbalanced. You're gonna expect them to do everything or this and that, and yeah, yeah.
Yeah. When you're moving through life following a script and you don't even you're doing and engaging in things that down to your deep core don't even enjoy or don't even like for real. Like you're acting and you're performing. And this is why people are crashing the fuck out, and this is why people are unaliving themselves, and their nervous system is a wreck. Can't deal with the most minute inconveniences.
Yo, man, that's facts right there. Like, because it's like I said, it goes back to what I was talking about. Knowing, like, having your self concept, knowing self, like ridding all, like stripping yourself out of all that old belief, identity, all that. It's gonna be a little scary because you be like, oh, it's the unknown. Well, at least it's a clean slate, because now you can start from the ground up, like building a house. Now you can reconstruction your foundation mentally, emotionally, principles, what you stand on, what you don't like, all that stuff. Like, you can build your own self up, kind of like a build a bear, except mentally, emotionally, and then it's gonna go down physically. You got to start with the top of the fruit tree and go down. You know what I'm saying? Top to bottom. Usually bottom to up, right? From the roots all the way up, right? But it can go from top to bottom too. Because think about it. You put the seed down. What's on top of it? Soil. You know what I'm saying? Water. All type of things. Nutrients. Like, and then it start to have some of those roots up in there, man. But yeah, no, it goes to that. It goes to really knowing who you are. That's why I love asking that question when people I'm like, yo, who are you? Well, I'm a man. No, that's part of your identity, but who are you? Because before you got here, you didn't know what man was. Before your soul or anything entered the avatar, you didn't know who you was. You ain't know, had no memory wipe, first of all, but you had no sense of I am, like, at all. And everything you are thus far all came from, those impression on your mental part. You know what I'm saying? What you are, what you not, information, data kept going inside your brain over and over, and what you consuming, being a consumer, consuming so much. And I ain't talking about food. I'm talking about attention. Sometimes that could be an addiction too. So with the question of saying, are you addicted to hive mind? Yeah, are you addicted to attention though? Is the main thing. Like, that's also can be an addiction too. Attention, because you probably never had it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, people are losing that. I'm seeing that, like, being an advocate, mental health advocate, especially for the self unalive, and being a part of a foundation so strong with that and studies and stuff. I'm like, that number went all the way up. It's like over 50,000. They have not yet did the freaking tally up mark. It's literally over 50,000. This is only in Western side though. I don't know about the other countries, but it's over 50,000 self unalive between both male, female, men, woman. And y'all not gonna believe me on who do it the most, who actually go through the whole thing. Men. And some people are like, well, women do it too. No, women attempt. They do it too, but it's a small little number. The men do it the most.
I'm not surprised.
Me neither, to an extent, but I am a little bit, just a small. Why? Because, oh well, this and that, and we this, and we're powerful. If you're so powerful, why you don't have no control over your mind? You wouldn't be trying to delete yourself. I mean, that's the question. Like you wouldn't be trying. Cause here's the first thing: women this, women that, society this, society that, blase, blase. Yeah, but as a quote unquote man, you should have control over you, right? But you don't. You don't. You're trying to live up to everybody's, pat on the backs, validation, acceptance from other manhoods and brotherhoods and all this other stuff. And, then you gotta, try to identify what type of man you are, what makes you a man and what makes you a woman, all this other stuff. Oh, what about society? What are they gonna think? Man, fuck them. Yep, I said it. Fuck them. Fuck them. Like it's something. No, like no. How you gonna let society standards dictate who you are? I'm so sorry that we all went through this stuff and allowed it at the time, but I'm so grateful that we are very aware of it now and standing up for it. I'm like, oh man, fuck that. I ain't about to do all that shit. And then it doesn't matter if somebody try to make fun of us or fun of you for standing on your own. So I'm like, at least I ain't a follower like you. Hey, I'm not no follower. I'm standing up for this because this is what, we supposed to be doing. Who says we supposed to be doing this? First of all, where did the French word we come in at? Like, why? And I highly dislike that. Some people be wanting for you to be included with them because they don't want to be by themselves on what they stand up for. Well, technically, we as society, we said, no, no, no. Shout out to Mr. Robot, F Society. No, I'm not with that. No. But like from above observing society, I don't have to conform to it. I don't have to. Where's the book at? I haven't read that book yet. Where's the book at? Is there a rule book to this? Because no, even if there was, I don't care. Bend it, break it. It ain't for me. Nope. Like, and some people don't want to stand on that either. It's scary because it's scary at times for somebody to be by themselves and alone. Because I've read somewhere loneliness really, unalive more people. And I'm like, Then like cigarettes. Yeah, that's what it was. It was like more than cigarettes do. And I'm like, hold up. No, then I really thought about it. I was like, yes, do you see that unalive rate for, self-unaliving? Like, bruh, that's a lot of people. And I bet a lot of them feel like they are alone. Even if they're around somebody in a marriage, if they with a girlfriend, if they not, if they're around family, if they in a group at college, whatever they at, they probably do feel alone 99.9% of the time. They feel it. Then they don't know who to go to talk to about their mental problems or what they're going through emotionally because they feel like they're going to be laughed at. That goes along with that mental health stigma. People going to laugh at you. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with you. Oh, you soft. Bro, I'm really going through something right now. I'm serious. I'm being vulnerable right now. And I'm having a weak moment. And you're trying to tell, all right, cool. That makes somebody shut down. Not want to talk ever again. Like, for real. And I know a lot of people who probably went through that. Like, damn. Like, that did happen. I tried to express myself to somebody and they thought I was playing. Because they thought I wanted attention. Yeah, I actually kind of do need attention right now. I need help. And it's okay to say you need help. But you have to know where you're getting help from and you got to validate that help. Even if you're in the weakest moment and you're vulnerable and stuff, protect yourselves at all costs. Don't try to hurt and run to social media and, nope. Like I told D, man, I told a few other people, I'm like, there are people who are coming to social media to seek refuge for their mental health. They're seeking a safe space, quote unquote. They're seeking a safe space. And I've got this plenty of time from my private mentees and stuff like that when I do mental coaching and stuff, where they be like, I ask the question, I'm like, why did you come to me? Why are you so comfortable telling me this? They be like, because you're not judging me. You're not being judgmental. I know that you actually do care, just how you say things and stuff like that. You let me know it's okay to feel how I feel. Then you're helping me, with a solution instead of just letting me wallow in my feelings. And, just for, context purposes, it be some guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, their privacy is so protected. I'm not going to like spill all the beans and stuff. But majority of them, they say, because I make it a safe space for them to be able to get it off their chest. That's why when I go live, I always start with that one.
Yeah, I could concur with that. Working the self on the live line, I definitely talk to a lot more men than women.
Yeah, guess what? That's how I actually saved myself. I was so distraught, so hurt, so everything. My so-called friends was against me. The person I was supposed to be with cheated on me and everything. All that stuff. I was going through heck of stuff. Family members, all that stuff. And I was like, man, I was like, okay, TikTok, and podcast purposes, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just a story, this is entertainment purposes, also educational too, because, yeah, y'all gonna learn something from this, okay? Okay, I just had to do that disclaimer. But anyways, I was going through all that go through, and I had some self-unaliving ideations. And I was like, dang, I could just go in traffic while it's going on. I just blam, just get hit by a car and all this other stuff. But guess what stopped me? Something told me, hey, you need to go and look for the self-unalive hotline number. I'm like, that shit ain't gonna work. Whatever. They ain't gonna listen. Blase, blase. Yeah, I called anyways. No matter my doubts, I called anyways. I listened to the voice. It said, hey, you need to call that number. So I called, and it was this dude, he was so bland when he picked up, hello, can I help you? I was like, yeah, man, let me tell you about this bitch, man. Geez, blah, blah, man, then all this stuff, man, this stuff going on. And then he said, wait, okay, hold up, calm down. Yeah, woke his ass up. He must have been sleeping. Woke his ass up. But, after a while, I was a little calm. He was like, okay, calm down. Are you somewhere where you about to, do that or anything? No, man, I'm right here in fucking grass and stuff like that. It's got a lot of traffic. I'm over here by a casino, man. I'm about to go blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I was going crazy. I was crashing out, the most crash out I've ever had. I think that tops them all. And then it was like, after a while, I calmed down. I was like, yeah, this is going on and everything. What it was like, at that time, I just wanted somebody to listen. That was it. Just listen. And shit, after a while, he was pretty good on the phone. He was like, well, he started asking little questions and stuff like, so, what do you think you should do right now? Maybe, you don't need to do that, but you can probably just, get your life back going. And, hey, you might want to get a new job. And so that way you can get away from that person. And, don't hang out with them people anymore. They're not your friends. So I was like, you know what? You ain't all that bad. Even though you was a little boring in the beginning. You're not that bad. Thank you.
It's so funny that you said that, because I definitely, because for one, okay, when I first started working there, I used to pick up the phone like, hello, I'd be all like, and then people be like, bitch, like they'll start cursing you out, like they just be
That's
mad
what I
because
was
you're in a good
doing.
mood.
Going
So
crazy,
I
bro.
think like after years of being in that space, like you be bracing yourself because you don't know what type of call you're about to get on the other end.
Yeah,
So
man.
and it's a very emotionally taxing. Like imagine you have your own shit going on and then you have to literally like suppress that so you can be present for someone else. That's a huge emotional toll.
Man, you know what? I'm so glad you said that. Shout out to anybody who worked in, whether it's like the call centers for anything. I don't care, because I worked in a call center for phones, and people would call in, about their phone bill and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna say the phone company because I don't want them coming at me like, yo, you was talking bad about our company. No, not really. But they, people call in, and although it might have been about a phone bill, but at times I had got calls where people would just share about their story. Like, I didn't need to know about your son Billy and his girlfriend. Like, you called me for a phone about your phone bill, not a therapy session.
No, it's
But
true. Listen, I get so many transfers. Like
it was cool
people are
though.
like, yeah, we're calling from the insurance company, but this person just said XYZ. I think they need to talk to crisis. I'm like, what?
I'm trying to tell you, man. And then at the end of the day, it was crazy because it was actually not even just crazy, but it was pretty amazing because after those type of phone calls, I got surveys with 5 stars, and I got like, oh, this caller was just so on point. They were just such a great listener. They helped me with my problem about my phone and other things. I was like, wow, thank you. Like, so, hey, they gave me great 5-star radius, rate, for that call and stuff. But I didn't really became aware about how much people need that call, even if it was calling in for a phone. They might been going through something. They might been that they last thing. They probably was on the edge of jumping, and just with that call, it helped them not. Like, and like I was telling my woman, I was like, you know what? I noticed that I be like, when people come to me at times for like, mental coaching or whatever, or mentorship, because some people, they be like, you're like my life coach. I'm like, no, wait, hold up, pause. I thank you for the gesture, because I don't know how that's happening. Be a life coach. But I became aware that when people come to me, they be on the edge. They already be on the edge, but they haven't jumped yet. Like they haven't jumped yet. So I was like, whoa, hold up. And I think because I have been able to save myself from not jumping off the edge, wherever that edge look like, because sometimes it's not the bridge, it's not the mountain. Sometimes you just might be really just on the edge, like, you know what I'm saying, and just thinking about doing something so over the wall, and blah, you know what I'm saying. But like people, I be meeting them in the middle of their mess, and then it's like after they talk to me or whatever, it's like okay, now they got a purpose on being still here, because it seems like they just needed a purpose to why should I still be here if this is happening, this ain't going blah blah, you know what I'm saying. And it's mainly people who just want a purpose, not somebody who just like, well, I'm good with life now, I'm good, I did everything I want. I can understand those because they're like, yo, I did everything. That's why I think about my grandmother, about life, you know what I'm saying, when she tell me, used to tell me, you live your life to the fullest, you better live for yourself, you better go out and explore and and enjoy your life. Don't be doing this and that, but you better live your life to the fullest. And she did. She lived all the way to like what, 88, 87. I'm like, dang, Granny, but I look back because she was born in 1930s. So I look back, I'm like, yo, you lived a life, and you actually literally lived out your dreams. As though no matter if anybody was making fun of you, your sisters, because she had 18 of them. 18 sisters, 18 brothers and sisters, bro. That was a lot of kids. I was like, oh yeah, I was bored. But great grandmother was working, man. But during that process, like her life, I was like, you know what? You really did live your life, like for real, for real. That's why I like talking to the elderly folks, the ones they don't have no super dictatorship in their mind. They understand. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not trying to have no seniority over you. Like I like those type of ones. You know what I'm saying? However, like I've learned so much from a lot of elderly folks who are in their 80s or damn near 100. I'm like, dang, you 100? You lived in this, body to a century. Like, bruh, but you've seen so much. So you witnessed so much, seen so much, gone through so much, like, bruh. And so it's like you lived out your life. You lived it out. Like, what more do you want to live for to be 200? So I can see on that level, but they not in a crisis. They like, I'm good, I'm ready, I'm okay, I'm at peace. What would happen and what didn't happen, I have no regrets. And so I'm like, you know what, I'd rather be like that. When the expiration comes or my soul is like, okay, we good, like I'm on that level. But before I go, like I told D, before I go, I'm leaving archives behind. I'm leaving a part of my identity here, or identities. You got people who love my music and seen my music for decades ago and videos, and they love that identity of me. Then you got the ones who are experiencing me now. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving archives, man. Books, audios, podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Pictures, paintings, all that stuff. I'm leaving stuff. I'm creating things, so when I leave it, it's gonna leave some type of not just impression, but impacting. They can
I
take that
left my
experience
kids. That's
like,
enough.
thank you. What you say, V?
I left my kids. That's enough.
Yeah, nah, it's hey, look, man. I ain't be like, I just left my what is that called? I left my legacy. No, my legacy is gonna be bigger than just kid legacy. Nah, man.
Don't mess around and embarrass me. Oh no.
Exactly. If I'm gonna leave something,
They most
I'm
definitely
good.
probably will.
Listen, that man is on his own. You hear me?
Man. But I have been thinking more so, like at this point in my life, what I'm gonna leave how I'm gonna leave the world. Uh, am I gonna leave it better off than when I came in?
Yeah, when you found it, huh?
Yeah,
Leave it
I
better
do
when
find
you found
myself
it.
thinking about that quite a lot lately.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. What up, Shadow? But yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't so overthink it though. I would like
Yeah.
flow into that thought. Like write it down if you can. Write some things down. Paint it out if you must. Draw it out however you see fit. And then not pay attention to everybody else and what they doing. Like maybe I should do what they're doing. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. But if it's coming from an inspirational part, like you know what, I'm inspired to do this. I could really help humanity in this way. Like that's why I highly dislike when you got people, not people, but companies like Roblox that be going against influencers who be trying to catch PDFs. Like, yo, he's doing some justice. He's a vigilante trying to save kids' lives from predators, and you over here trying to go against this person. they're doing some justice, and you trying to
There's
go
this
justice.
account. There's an account on Instagram. I'm not sure what they're called, but it's a group of guys that's what they do. They hunt down PDFs
Oh,
and
I
they'll
remember.
pull up on them. They'll
Yeah,
pull
it's
up
like a
on them
YouTube.
anywhere. And then basically they'll act like they're the kids or whatever. And then they'll pull up on them and start beating them up and tossing them around. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, I've seen one where there's a guy on YouTube and he does that too, and then he called the cops, and so he's like, "You're not even supposed to be around in this radius."
Hmm.
That-
But then there's people that will stick up for those people,
Yeah.
like, and it's like,
They be related to people and stuff.
No, that's not him. He's changed. Nah, he was just not online trying to talk to you, 14 and up.
I
Nah.
mean, I wish you would. I have no problem slapping the damn shit out of the both of y'all. Fuck that.
With a whole pan, bro, frying pan at that, bro.
So
Stick
not a
all
frying
in the
pan,
corn.
Dice.
Man, I'm telling you, the frozen
What'd you
paintballs can
say?
come out the
Yeah,
freezer.
I said not the frying pan.
I'm just saying, man.
that is.
Hey, iron skillet, cast iron skillet. Yeah, don't play. We're going that level. Old school. Bam.
I'll stick with my frozen paintballs. I can
Oh, I
use
love the
those at a
Big
distance.
heavy one. Use the smaller one so you can swing it easier.
paintballs, huh? You said
Yeah, you gotta freeze them first though.
the cast iron, the small ones.
Yep. Yeah.
That was used in the movies Fried Green Tomatoes.
Serious.
You gotta freeze those paintballs though
Oh,
first.
them paintballs. Oh man, they hurt. They hurt.
Yeah, buddy. They're really gonna hurt,
Frozen
but
paintballs.
everybody's
Even
gonna
when they
survive.
frozen too, they hurt. They
Yeah.
burn.
Now, like, I mean, I used to make snowballs and put icicles in the middle, like the thickest part of the icicle in the middle of the snowball. So,
So you was on that
Damn.
one. You was.
I ain't mad at that. I'm gonna try that.
That's
yeah.
some
Speed it
Aries shit.
up.
If that's not no Aries shit, I don't know what is.
Niggas at war.
Bro.
It's like I'm taking you down.
Gotta take them down.
I'm telling you.
I'm done. She gonna say I've jumped off the edge, landed and rose in 3 days like Jesus.
No, listen, D knows the story. I'm dead ass.
You know
Mhm.
what? You probably have. If it's not too deep, can you expand on that a little? You don't got to go in
Here
super
we go.
details unless you want to.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
this is for the
So
listeners who probably are on the edge and they want to get back up in 3 days like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You might can help somebody with this.
you
What
know
you?
how like that transition period when like you're about to like basically change the trajectory of your life and everything falls apart. So I was going through that transition period and oh God. And then this lady did some root work on me. This is so funny. And so I ended up getting into this really bad car crash. Boom. Got into this bad car crash. Had like the worst, one of the worst cases of what's it called when you hit your brain when your brain done jiggled around in your head.
Oh, what you? I was gonna say
Concussion.
concussion. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
concussion.
So
Yeah.
I had like, and then come to find out, when most women, like, there's like a very high percentage of women when they have like those types of concussions, like self unaliving is like one of the like,
The symptoms.
yeah, like your probability of self unaliving goes up. But anywho, so life is falling apart. I'm I'm just at my rock bottom, right? And I remember being really like I couldn't go to work for weeks, and then then it was the day that I like finally went back to work, and one day I just snapped. Like I was chilling in the crib, and my son and his dad was chilling, and I literally like a robot got up and went and got like a bunch of medication and like threw them back, and something must have stopped him. Like something must have, I don't know what, but something got his attention, and he was like, "What's going on?" And he's trying to get my attention, and I'm fighting him, and I'm like, "Leave me alone! I'm done. It's over." Just hella dramatic, and then and I'm sitting there. And then we need to call the police. You're playing around. Like, why are you doing shit like that? And I was like, you better. So we're tussling over the phone. And then I'm still like, not really. It felt like I was on autopilot, not really like my body. I'm like watching myself. like doing these things. Why you what? I'm watching myself on autopilot and I'm thinking like, all right, well, it's too late. Like I'm done and I'm just going to go for a walk. Like I loved going for walks, especially in New York. Like I'm going to go for a walk. Here D laughing. I'm gonna go for a walk. So I go outside now and I'm like, all right, well, this is my last walk. And I remember feeling so calm. Like I wasn't like panicking. Like there wasn't none of that. Like I was like, this is my last walk. And I remember doing my favorite lap and I was like, okay, well, goodbye trees, goodbye moon. And I'm just like, oh, like goodbye moon book.
Hold up, she was on that. You was on that Dorothy on the Oz. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm just I'm like, goodbye trees, goodbye moon. And I'm like, this is my last time seeing stars. And
Wait,
this
I'm
is my
sorry to laugh, because this is a
it's
serious
funny
matter.
as fuck. No, it's so funny. I remember
Go
when I was
ahead.
telling Dee the story, like I was cracking up. Like I couldn't like it's like to be like to look back, like to see like it's almost undescribable. So anyway, I done said goodbye to everything, and like I'm just like I'm done. I'm gonna go in the house. I'm gonna go lay down. But what really fucks you up is people when you're in that space, you don't think anything through, right? Because like at work, I get a lot of calls and people are like, "Oh, I took all these pills. I'm gonna go to sleep." And in my head, I'm like, no, you're not. You're not about to just slip into sleep. Like that's not how that works. And I remember what really snapped me out of it was the moment, because at that time my son was 3. And I remember when I walked back in the house and he just ran up to me and gave me like the biggest hug. And then that's when I was like, oh my God, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what did I just do? What did I just do? And then that's when I was like, all right, let's go to the hospital. And I remember going to the hospital and we walked in there. They obviously like automatically admitted me. They were like, what's going on? He told them what was going on. And I remember at some point I was like, you need to take the baby home. I'm going to be fine. Like I'm already here. Like if anything goes left, I'm where I need to be. And I remember I was telling him like, take the baby home. And I remember as my son is walking down the hallway, he turns around and like winks at me and gave me like the biggest smile. And then that's when I fell apart. Like after that whole 3 hours, that's when I fell apart. Like really, that's when it really hit me. Like, what did I just do? Oh my gosh. And then I went from that moment to then waking up being rushed to the ICU. Like they were rushing me to the ICU because none of the antidotes that they gave me was working and my liver and my kidney was already shutting down. And then next thing I remember from that was at some point I was throwing up bile. Like I remember like throwing up and just trying to like apologizing to who, I have no idea. I remember just like apologizing. And then next thing I remember was I woke up 3 days later. Like literally I woke up 3 days later and I was like, what? And I signed myself out at ICU. And then the doctors were like, and I remember like 20 doctors came rushing in, nurses and everything. They're all standing at the foot of my bed, looking at me like I'm weird. And they were like, are you sure you're signing yourself out? I'm like, yeah, like, what are y'all keeping me here for? I have a child at home. I need to go home. And they're looking at me like, ma'am, like your kidney and your liver were shutting down. Like we couldn't even, how are you? And I'm like, I'm fine. I can go. They're trying to make me use the bedpan. I'm like, no, I can get up. I can walk. And their nurses are coming in here looking at me. If they could poke me, they would. And then I remember I was like, I need the doctor. Like, I'm signing myself out now. And then I remember they gave me this whole thing. Because then, just in case shit goes left, they're like, listen, you're out of our care. We're not advising you to leave. But since you're adamant, and I signed myself out. And I went home. And that was it. And so ever since then, so now when I be working and people be calling and they're like, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna do that. And I'm like, from experience, you don't want to do that. I'm telling you right now, it's painful. And they're like, it's painful, really? And I'm like, yeah, it's painful. So that's how I ended up doing my job. Yeah. But another interesting thing that I've learned is once you've done that and once you've like essentially gotten to death's door, you don't even entertain that thought anymore. It's like you release yourself of that version of yourself.
Yeah.
You really did resurrect like Jesus in those 3 days.
I literally did. Like when I laugh about it because it's like I can't believe it.
Bruh. Like, He's like, and then I just got up, clocked myself out, like, I'm about to go. Yeah, you went through a whole motion, man. You had to go through all that. Like, for real.
The doctor was like, we don't even know why you're even awake. And I'm like, good. It's beyond what you know. Now sign me out now.
You're like, I'm good now. Let's go.
I'm like, this is above your pay grade, sir. Sign me out. You don't
Like,
need to
go
know
ahead,
how
sign
I
me out.
look.
Oh,
Yeah, they
you trying to
trying to
make
keep
me a
me.
sticker? Man, I've been thinking about those stickers. Oh, yeah, my bad. But yeah, they trying to
But
make you stay.
yeah, that's my story. Yeah.
I know somebody on here that's listening to this could learn from that. It was. What did you learn? Like
It's
after.
never that deep, bro. It's never that deep. And you learn that like your ego, like you when the world is falling apart, right? In every sense of the term, when you've lost your job, and some people go through real dark shit. But for me, what I tell people is there's always an option. Like your ego makes you feel like you're cornered, and it's almost like it goes into self-destructive mode, right? You're like you don't see no way out, but you're in such a frantic state of mind that it's almost impossible for you to see a way out. So, and it's like, and for me, it's like, bro, it was never that deep. Like everything and anything that I had went through all ironed itself out. It literally was for me to be in a better space, to be a better version of myself, to elevate. I was going through an elevation, but I didn't know. I didn't know at that time. I didn't, the knowledge that I've gained over the years, I didn't have them then. So I'm sitting here thinking like my life is over. I have a 3-year-old. I'm working at this job that I absolutely hate. I'm living in a space that I'm just feeling stuck. And I convinced myself that there was no way out. But in reality, if you just allowed to tell yourself to fuck it, F all of this, F it, like you can get another car, you can get another job, you can literally give yourself a brand new life if you allow yourself to give up the old version and the things that you've attached yourself to.
Yeah, what do you gotta tell people that is going through something like that right now? And they like, well, that seems impossible. It's easy said than done.
It's always easier said than done, of course. I always, but the thing is though, people don't try. Is if you don't try, you'll never see yourself on the other side of it. Like it's a choice that you're making at this point. You're literally choosing to be in that space because especially if someone is telling you otherwise, like, bro, I've been there. If you just hold on another day, see that things are not perfect, change your perspective, but you have to let go of your attachments. You will see the other side of it. But if you're adamant on wanting to be stuck and not trusting that it's okay to let go and you're going to get more 10 times fold, then yeah, you stuck. Now you've made a choice. But it's easier said than done. I mean,
It's always gonna be easier said than done because sometimes when you talk like that, like that's what is that? It's because talk can be cheap until it's backed up with action.
yeah.
Like dead ass, talk can be cheap until you back it up with action. Like,
But this is why I love to share my story because because it's not something that I do quite often on the line. Obviously, unless I know that this person really needs to hear it, right?
mm-hmm.
And when I share it with people, they be taken aback. They be like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, I'm a testimony. Like, you stick with what it is that you take care of yourself. You whether you have faith or not, believe in another higher being or believe in yourself at least. And you will be okay. Like people calling wanting to self unalive over bills. bills, your credit score gets reset every 7 years. Like, let it go. Like, I think that people give so many things that shouldn't have so much power over them. Um, yeah, and it's like I said, it's not that deep.
What I doing?
Oh my
What
bad,
you
Dick.
back?
Oh, you said you was.
I'm so sleepy. I don't even know how I got back up here.
Oh my bad. I seen somebody in the queue trying to
You
come
had
up
to
here.
say goodnight verbally to us.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that's
good
probably what
night,
that was.
everybody. I ain't want to interrupt.
Take care,
Well,
sister.
man,
Are you going live
Yeah.
tomorrow?
who?
I know I will be going live tomorrow. I'll make some candles, so I'll be going live. I had to go see my dad today, but tomorrow I don't have to go nowhere, so I'm gonna go live. It'll be about two. I think now I'm gonna wait till my daughter come home. So I started at like 3.
Okay.
So
I'll be
yeah,
like,
so it'll be like 12 for the West Coast.
yeah. All right, sis. I'll see you then.
Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Grand resting, everybody.
You
Man,
And
Grand
too.
Dice, this is
Risking.
an awesome live. Can't wait till next Wednesday
Yeah, it was
for the
great
mental
vibes,
health.
man. Man, gratitude to
Mm-hmm.
everybody for joining, man. I probably went over the time I said I was gonna. I don't even know. I don't even think I had a time.
Okay, yeah,
I don't
because
think
it's
I had a
definitely
time when I
going
went.
strong.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
yeah. I'm probably gonna like if I do the audio, I'm gonna chop some of this stuff up because I'm like, nope, take that out, put that, leave that alone, or I might just leave it so raw. But
I'm definitely gonna let me follow you on here so I can tap in.
okay. Oh yeah, hold up. Yep. Yeah,
What's
because
the
I said,
title of it again, Dice?
oh, what my the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it up here. Hold up. This one, you can screenshot this too. So, this is the podcast, and then anybody who is on the panel, if y'all want me to, I'll definitely share y'all links. If y'all want people to go to y'all, for other stuff. If y'all got things to share, you know what I'm saying. Sharing a little wealth.
For sure. I'm
Yep.
definitely excited and looking forward to providing services. I think that there's like this great space where people are not trusting of therapy, or they don't want to be in that space. And so I definitely want to create a space for those people who are still seeking support, still wanting to be seen and heard, and wanting, that motivation, and but they're not trusting, because a lot of people don't trust therapy, or they have been
Yeah.
going to therapy for how many amount of years and they feel like it doesn't work for them.
No,
Don't
But
yeah,
let her
for real.
bullshit you. She has way more services than that. Look at.
Oh.
There are people out there.
that's what I'm right now nursing, right? That space. And so yeah, you'll be hearing more of me sharing that, because I think that is important. And
Yep, I
I
was thinking about. Oh my bad, interrupt. I was thinking about doing like interviews and stuff too with other people in that space. Doing collaborations and stuff, and because people got other insights. For example, like what Dee was talking about with the weighing of the heart and stuff. I'm like, yo, hey, that's good to know. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? So like, and that does help. It does help to really hear some other pointers and stuff like on a different spectrum. So you sharing your story was pretty cool too, because somebody might listen to this and be like, "Yo, dang, I'm going through that right now. Maybe I need to just stick through it." And you know what? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just like losing my shit or
Yeah.
crashing
Yeah.
out.
The answer to all of it is really taking care of your nervous system, bro, because the world is going to do what the world does, and you can't let it knock you off your feet, which is what's happening to a lot of people. And I've definitely been there. But once you realize that take care of your nervous system, you can process all that is, all the emotions that you feel. You just need to take care of yourself.
Yeah, it's like, what do you got to say to people who makes it like it's kind of it can get kind of challenging for them when they have people around them that don't believe in them, that they have self-doubt, and it's just so much pressure.
You got to cancel out all that noise. You have to. It's either you or them, honestly. And that's another thing. It goes back to people not having self preservation. Like, like why be in a space that keeps you wounded is what I ask. And then it goes back even deeper to like a lack of self love. Because if you truly loved yourself in the magnitude that you think you did, you wouldn't even allow anyone, no matter who it is, to negatively impact you in that way. Especially when you're an adult, right? Because in children, that's different. But when you're an adult, and that once again, it goes back to you making either consciously or subconsciously making a choice to be in a space that it's unhealthy for you.
Like, man, like I know I went through that my own self and stuff, and I'm like, dang, you think it's impossible, but you just gotta want it more than anything. It's either you or them. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's either you or them. Well, yeah, I'm gonna
yeah.
wrap it up, man. I know I could go long, but I'm like, nah. I'm saying I'm gonna wrap it up right now. Man, gratitude to everybody who came to the live. It,
Empress,
it,
can
it was
you
a
send me the
pretty,
information for the podcast?
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
washing.
Screenshot it right now. It's on the
Well, I'm
screen.
washing the dishes. That's why.
Oh,
I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna and then everybody who's on the panel, I'm gonna just put y'all usernames in the description box so people can follow y'all on TikTok and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome, guys. I'm so happy I caught you today. I didn't even realize you go live. I'm like,
Man,
what?
no, it's been so long since I went
It's
live. I
been a
had to
while.
had to get my mind right somewhere, and I
Yes.
was like, man, hold up, should I go live? But then I had people who was in my inbox like, yo, you still doing the podcast? Or hey, you gonna go live and blah blah blah. And I was like, and then I got my spunk back a little bit when I was like on a live about mental health and all this other stuff. And then there was one incident about a certain group that I was a part of, and when three people had self unalive themselves, I'm like, oh no, because I'm an advocate for that. So it became serious, man. I was like, man, hold up. But I was catching myself at times because I was like, man, why am I wasting my time with this and all this other stuff and blah blah blah. And at first I thought it was a waste. I'm like, it's important because it's important to you because you really is all about self and alive, advocate. You're advocating, you're advocating for these type of people because you're a survivor of it too. So that's why it's serious. But now I'm like, instead of talking about that, I could talk about my story, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna go live, man. I'm gonna start going live and getting back on, getting it off your chest. You know what I'm saying? Getting it off your chest and everything, and then coming with these type of topics, and then talk about other stuff that we was talking about earlier, about the mindset when it comes to like the dating scene and
Uh-huh.
all those other groups and stuff. So yeah, it was pretty good, man. Yep, and V, you caught the last end of it too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I'm looking forward to
bro, you
to
said you
being more
listening right
into the
now.
scene.
Bro say he listening
Yeah.
right now, man. Yeah, y'all can look that up. Mighty Brain. I might go send a link. I got it on the link in my bio. I finally got it up there. Y'all
Okay.
click on that and listen to my podcast, man. I'm getting back on it, man, because I realize when when I'm not so physically available, I have to have something that people can go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then hey, man, I finally got some bravery and was like, you know what? I need to start charging for my little one-on-ones because sometimes I know I can go for hours.
Yeah.
And you invest a lot of your energy into it.
What'd you
No, you're
say?
literally you're pouring yourself into other people. I think that
Yeah, I need to be
in
protecting
that.
myself. So I'm like, nah, that's gonna come with a little toll. But I know me. I know I over deliver. I don't just be like, okay, yeah, no, it ain't basic.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all
It's
know it
work.
ain't basic. Y'all done seen this. Y'all done witnessed these lives, bruh. That's how y'all met me was on the live.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Well,
yeah,
I'm excited. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more from you, Dice, and maybe we can get together and since we're in the same space,
yep.
as far as mental health and stuff like that, yeah, we can definitely chop it up.
Yep, and then I'm when I get more traction on the my podcast too, I'm gonna start having like opening spaces for like for businesses, they could just pay for a little ad space on there for their business, I'll just share their business, especially when it correlates with the mental health part, you know what I'm saying?
I
So
love how you think.
yeah, because other people got things they do, like selling crystals and all this other stuff. They got books and you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Cause As we can tell, this needs to like, bruh, people,
Yeah. And
people
this
going
weekend
crazy,
too,
bruh.
I'm a part of what we call this the very first virtual hub summit. The link is in my bio if you want to check it out. So I've gotten together with a bunch of practitioners that are basically just getting together and creating a community for Black and Brown people to have access to people that they usually wouldn't, like, right, a end of life doula, a birth doula. There's
Oh
a
yeah, 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 yeah.
Day the healer. So it's a lot. It's just a community we've cultivated for people to come in and to get all their needs met, right? Because it's like, okay, you want to talk to me, but if I feel like, hey, you need some tea, you need some mother's wort to help you calm down your nervous system. I'm gonna pass you along to the herbalist that's within the group, and we just kind of keep it within our community.
There's like a
Mm-hmm.
community that even deals with, the opposite of living. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have the virtual hub summit starts tomorrow. I think you can still link, like I said, the link is in my bio. You can it's $1 to register, and it's really cool because you take a survey, and based on the responses of the survey, it like gives you directly who you need to talk to that's part of the summit. So whether that's me or someone else within the group, it'll tell you what your needs are and who you should be focusing on and be contacting to kind of get service. So
It's really cool. They're really down to earth.
yeah, so
Yeah, that's
check it
great.
out.
I'm so glad you said that, so that way people can go in and click on your bio. Yeah, they could just click on your stuff, click on your bio, so they can go join that and everything. Cause yeah, people
It
need
really
that.
does cover
Yeah,
a
and
lot.
it's $1, y'all. I know that y'all don't spend $1 on things way less of importance, and I am a huge advocate on please, please, please bet on yourself, invest in yourself, invest in your mental health, and just show up for you, honestly. And yeah, and give yourself a better experience.
They really do cover like all the different areas in which just it makes you a better you.
Mm-hmm. Well, y'all, I'm about to end the show right now, man. Gratitude to everybody, man. If y'all listening, man, thank y'all. Like, bruh.
That's
It's
fun.
been it's been entertaining, man, but very educational too. In the same tone, man. I'm glad I could reach people. The chat was live. Y'all was so lit in the chat. Y'all was so lit in the chat. I'm like, look at man. I gotta go set some stuff up too, cause I done seen somebody try to make what's the name said. They're trying to make the stickers and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I need to do that. I need to up my little subscription and stuff, man. I'm gonna do more than just
Yeah.
lives.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thanks guys for having me. Have a
All
great
right.
night.
All
All
right,
right.
y'all.
All right. Night.
Peace.
Love y'all.
Peace.